All right, I think we got everybody. So get this shit started. All right, so I got the owlbear link. Is send that
Sweet.
shit.
Oh
Put it in the battle chat.
Oh, bear. Oh.
All right, everybody should be in there though, right? Or everybody can see the map and everything.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, dogs. All right, so I don't think we need a recap. Everybody was here for the last session, right? I think we're good with that. Unless anybody has questions or anything like that.
Do
Just
that.
doing a quick check. Looks like Vog, you need to be a foot health, dude.
What?
You're at 33 out of 35.
I
My health got reset to 34 again. What the hell?
What? Oh, health.
Yeah.
don't worry about it. It's not that. It's not that.
Until it's like that one point that you need.
You did.
Okay, and then forgot. Let me double check everything. But yeah, so I'm assuming no questions. I think we're good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
All right, so I think we last left. You guys went out and camped in a safe area. It's on the map where you guys kind of left off. Check.
So it really thinks I have 34 HP. Whatever, I'm keeping it then.
Yeah, so you guys kind of are camped in there in that area. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, did we get another long rest?
Yeah, you guys did a
Yeah.
long rest. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm healed.
Yeah, my the ranger Ty used his bird to scout somewhere safe, and you guys camped
Alright.
because the
Now-
raven didn't do anything.
It's on my to-do list. The only thing I have on my to-do list. Ty, can you just, we've been a party. We've been through life and death. You just want to tell us why you have this bird? I feel like we're all bonded and close enough to know things like that. How did you come across a brand new bird that's now giving us advice?
Raven, raven.
Raven. Bird, raven, same species.
Hey.
Kingdom class species, whatever.
Hey.
Sounds pretty racist.
What?
Don't be speciesist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, elf.
I only allow racism in my.
I was gonna say, says the guy who's like shooting for pure blood over there. It's fine. But seriously, how'd you get a
Marbles.
bird?
This is my companion. It's been my companion for a while. It just happened to drop by.
Okay, so
and,
now, it just dropped by.
Yeah.
Did it
it's-
tell you anything interesting?
It's a bird. It's a raven.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Where is that little
Fascinating.
skills? Okay, I am going
Skillsies.
to persuade Calvin to tell me the truth of the bird and how he got it, because I don't believe him.
Bird.
17.
Oof. Roll that deception check, Ty.
Whoa.
If you're gonna lie, I don't know unless you.
18.
No. Cool.
It's
So
still,
you just.
it's still not uploading the roll.
Yeah,
Aw.
I see that. I don't know why.
It shows it in the when you go into the D&D Beyond. It shows it in the logs.
We'll have to do something about it. It's probably I have to probably refresh your character and something.
So you just had this companion the whole time, got it, and it just shows up here now?
Well-
Cool. I believe you.
Why do you want to
Yeah.
know everything about everyone so bad?
Because we're like in this till death do us part. I feel like honest and
I'm
trust and
gonna lo-
open
I'm gonna-
communication is a thing.
I'm gonna look at you and be like, we just survived an encounter with Strahd and you're worried about a fucking bird?
To me,
I mean,
think
In
if we
general,
wanna-
at the conversation happening.
I just want open communication. I mean, a bat just turned into a vampire. So how do I know this raven isn't another being? Like it's a good concern to have when a bat just turned into our mortal enemy.
You bring up a good point.
Touche.
Oh,
So, Ty, just one last before we
Wait,
move on. You sure you want to share anything with us?
Kill it.
it's my raven. It's my companion. It's my next of kin.
Significant other. Got it.
Next of kin, are you a fucking bird person?
Yeah, I love bird person.
Also,
God-
as
God damn it,
something,
Tammy.
as a person that can transform into other things, how do you know that? She raises a good point. What if that's like some sort of shapeshifting thing?
No, it's
What
it's
if
my
it's like a
raven.
ranger thing?
But like, how do you know? How do you know that this bird that we have not seen until now, we can trust to just tell us where to go?
Because I'm an elf of the woods, and the woodland creatures are my friends, and you must respect my friends.
Okay, Snow White.
Probably Snow White, yeah.
I buy
That's
it.
what I was thinking.
Well, he's deceiving me, so I believe you, woodland elf.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
You guys can also do other checks if anybody's there.
Right, it's not just me, but I mean, cool. But I'm out. I'm done. I believe him. Whatever he says. Barely. I barely believe you.
You have an inkling that he's still being.
By 1 point, I believe you.
You saw me skin a wolf. I live off the land. The creatures are mine. Leave my creatures alone.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
no,
buy it.
walk up to to Ty, and I'm gonna try and intimidate him to see that. I really want to know, and I think it's for the good for the party to know what we're dealing with here.
Go
So
ahead and roll your
Jesus freaking Christ.
Jesus Christ.
roll your deception, Cal. Or if you're gonna die, you can always Ty. You can always do what you want.
Can I? Yeah, sure, I'll roll a deception. I don't want to roll a deception. How do I do this?
You can roll if you can.
I want to.
Persuasion.
Sorry about that. That was a misclick. Sorry.
I was like, what you doing there?
Like, that's a big number.
Sorry about that.
The rogue's being sneaky AF. That's all I'm saying. There's some shade going. Oh my gosh. What are you gonna do, Ty?
Yeah, I'll roll
What
a
are you gonna do, Ty?
persuasion, I guess.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Ryan, what's your
So,
wall of fire thing called again? Agazar or some shit?
Let me pull it up. Sorry.
Oh, I found it.
Spells. Yeah, Agonizers. Scorcher.
What's
so I
your
rolled
question?
a 19 on persuasion.
Okay. So what are you gonna try to persuade?
I put my hand on his shoulder and I tell them, my friend, I have worked for many people in the past. I have done many things in my life that I do regret, and I hold to myself. And that's the code that I live by. And I suggest that you understand my position. Threats don't work easily on me. I have been threatened by big, tall giants and also small people in this world. And it's nothing new to me.
Oh come, hey.
Hey,
Better
Biz,
be talking about
Easy,
gnomes.
easy.
I'm gonna visibly roll my eyes here on the elitism coming from the pure elf. Ugh.
The pure blood,
let's-
dog. The pure blood.
Yeah,
All right, man. I believe you, man.
don't
Let's.
scare him, but loud noises do.
Yeah, he is still jumping to loud noises.
I am pretty triggery with loud noises.
As he's making his buff little statement, I want to do minor illusion and just have like a loud bang go off.
No,
Are
don't
you?
attract attention. Are you really doing that? Okay.
Nah, I guess not.
Do it. Oh, okay.
So
You
yeah,
can make it like a tiny whisper near his ear.
So basically, I'm just persuading to just leave it alone.
Yep.
Yep, leaving it alone.
Yeah.
All right.
He's leaving it alone.
All right. So one area that we wanted to explore last time that we didn't get a chance to was the stones, like the circle of stones, right? Do you guys want to go back and check it out?
Yes.
I mean, kind of. I mean, witches, stones, circles.
Well, I'm sure nothing can go wrong if you go like into a circle with stones. It probably has each stone probably has symbols on them.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, nothing bad has ever happened to people with them.
It'll be
Why are you guys
fine.
looking at me like that?
Well, there's also the camp ahead that we saw with smoke. And,
What's it like in this area right here?
It's
Mhm.
actually over here where I'm at.
Right there.
Yeah.
And let me call my raven to see what that's about, and then we can decide what we want to do.
I definitely want to check out the stones. Taking both.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm here.
if we do the camp, I got skies, I got someone's face in my back pocket, But yeah, the stones are kind of cool,
What do you think, Sensori? Help break the plan here.
Let's have the raven go see what's at the camp, and then depending on what they say, we'll go to stones. Or
The raven
move.
should be back because I sent him out to scout ahead while we made up camp.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Waiting for Raven.
So let me
All right,
find out
so-
what the raven can tell me.
All right. Go into private chat.
Private chat.
You there?
Private chat. Yeah.
All right. So you see that there is so the raven communicates to you, or like is able to tell you that it's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous camp, and that it is well fortified. And yeah, that's about it. It tells you. Yeah, it kind of warns you that it wouldn't be a thing you can just walk into.
Can it tell me like how many people, or is there anything of interest in there?
Let's see. Can you go ahead and roll a d20? Give me
A D20.
Mhm.
How do I roll a D20 on the normal? On
you
the
should be able to
D&D Beyond.
Yeah. You should be able to. If you go, there should be like a dice thing on the left side.
Oh, got it. Never mind. Natural 20.
Oof. Okay. Good. Okay. So yeah, it kind of communicates that there's like they're camping on a hill, and there's like this big main tent, and I can see that there's seven like houses that encircle the camp, the big tent, and in the middle
Mm.
is it's like a circular. It's all these wagons in a circular. Yeah. So it's just warning you that you probably shouldn't do it yet. You should probably go into town. Is
Okay.
your gut is telling, but
Going to town?
yeah.
Back to town?
To the new if you look on the map, it's the right here. This thing.
Okay. The
Yeah.
Vallaki.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Cool.
Going back.
No, you better, man.
All right.
Okay.
We
Okay.
back. We back.
How deep do you want to know? How deep do you want to know, big guy?
Mm, go as deep as you feel comfortable sharing.
Okay. First time I killed someone, I threw someone down the well.
Holy shit.
What?
Yeah.
What are we? What are we talking about?
We're just getting to know
Hey,
each other
back from your
better.
bird. Yeah. What'd the bird say?
Well,
Call you want a cracker, bitch. No.
got a lot of good information. So on his scouting mission, the bird indicated that the camp that I had him seek out is heavily guarded. I don't think it's something that we can handle. If you remember the situation that we were involved in with the camp where I threw that fog in the middle,
Yeah, the
and there's all
the
those,
Rosali.
yeah, the
Oh, you
captain
mean
and the
that went amazing for me?
yeah, that
I
time. So
remember.
so those were pipsqueaks compared to this camp. It's not even close to comparison. So I
And
did ask the bird.
this is the same camp. This is Vallaki, right?
So
Vallaki?
Valaki's up ahead. So I did ask my friend to go further and scout for us. And the indication is Vallaki is the city where we were. It's a city. It's a town. It's a small town where we want to head and bypass the camp for now until we seek better opportunities.
Well, if the foes be not worth messing with, do we want to approach a more diplomatic solution? I mean, before we started some shit, we were able to approach peacefully the other camp. Do we believe a diplomatic solution is available here, or do we avoid it altogether?
Or be sneaky about it.
Based on my understanding of nature, the my raven says to really avoid it as much as possible.
Oh yeah.
And then I feel like your Raven has like this like inner line with God. I'm not just gonna believe it.
What turns the rest of the team? And we don't trust the Raven, right?
Well, we do. He persuaded me. I
with me.
trust his Raven.
I
I
trust
don't.
his bird.
I kind
Look,
of
I mean,
trust
the only
him. I'm
people
not
I
sure
know we
about the.
trust is the people here in this group in front of me. So, at a bare minimum, avoiding any company is better than facing company, friendly or foe.
Okay.
Do you
So
really believe that, Open?
I think yeah I think I'm gonna go with nature and side by the raven because the raven has nothing to gain and has been my friend. So I would prefer to go into town and get a little bit of more information from the townsfolk and maybe they can give us a little bit of more information on what that camp is and who it is and what does it hold. And then if we want to take a sneak approach or a straightforward approach, we can make a more wise decision. But from my travels, I've learned that you go to bars and you get a little information with a little bit of drink and gold.
all right, you convinced me. I think going down is going to be a little more interesting than checking out the rocks. So I'm down for going to the town.
All right. I'm assuming. Are you guys doing it as a group? What do you guys want to do?
Your low volume, Ken.
I said, who wants to, or what do you guys want to do?
Wait, so what are our choices? Because we're not approaching the camp, right? So we're gonna go back and look at some rocks, or are we gonna go to Vallaki?
I'm good
Rock.
with I'm good with either one. My vote is for whichever.
As a dwarf, I'm a master in stonework, or I'm familiar, so I definitely say we take a look at the rock.
Yeah, let's go sightseeing just to feel thorough.
I mean, yeah.
Let's do it.
All
All right.
right.
Sightseeing's fine.
I mean, we were gonna look at him anyway before someone fired an arrow at enemy number one.
That is
I was,
true.
I was practicing my shots,
So the rocks are like somewhere around here.
and I
Yeah.
was a little
So
hungry.
I put the token there.
They're a
So.
little bit of that away, you know.
All right. So I'm assuming you guys you're all good to go there.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading. You see the windmill to your right as you guys are heading toward the rock, and you do see that the rocks it's four of them. And you noticed from last time, you noticed that the vegetation and all that is no longer growing on the rocks. It looked like if it was cleared out or cleaned out. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna send my raven up just to keep an eye out for any bats coming coming towards us.
That's a great idea.
It's good
Just
to go.
because this area is known for bat sightings.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
go ahead.
I was gonna like use my Arcana to see like if I can pick up any magical intelligence from this.
Yep. Go
If
ahead.
there's any magical history. Let's see. Skills. Arcana.
I'd like to do a history check on the stones,
Sure.
22.
Go ahead and roll your dice if you're gonna do a history check.
and I actually get to add double my proficient dwarf too, so it's gonna be. Oh shit! That's actually a
Goddamn.
23.
Okay.
And I got a 22.
All right. So Zinzori, you feel like when you look at the rocks, and you do feel that magic was used already. It's
And I
as
don't know
if it
why
was.
you're so low volume. It's like, I'm sorry.
I'm not trying.
Is
to
it the
be.
background noise again?
Are you close to your mic?
Yeah, I am. Can you guys hear me better?
I can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Is it your audio? Like, is it your
No, because
actual?
everyone else is way louder
I've
than
got
you.
you
It's
turned up
fine.
to 164. So like,
Or try
yeah.
increasing my.
Ah,
Right click my name, and you can increase my user volume.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have you at 200.
Yeah, I don't know
I think
why.
you're
I'll
usually
I'll
lower
just
than
turn you
most
up.
people.
Yeah, I
It's
think
fine.
I think it's voice mod, but I don't know. Just increase.
It's fine.
are you
Okay.
using voice mod?
It's playing on the background, but I have to like disconnect everything because everything's connected to it right now. But it's on clean. It's on the clean setting. Okay.
Oh,
So
adjust your volume in there. Maybe you can.
I already did. It's at its
Okay.
highest. Yeah. Okay. It's probably because I'm
Okay.
streaming, but okay. Okay. So Zinzari, feel you felt like there was magic. That this place is magical, but it's
It,
no longer. Go ahead.
no, keep going.
Okay, yeah. You felt like it's a magical zone, but you feel like the magic has dissipated. It's like you can feel traces of magic, and you can detect like little traces on the rocks and stuff. But
You
it's
guys, there
no
used to be
longer.
very strong magic here, but there's just barely remnants now.
I go too late.
And then Oakham, when you look at the rocks, you notice that there's symbols on them, and
Ah.
you recognize one of them, and it's a depiction of the village of Borovia, and you see that the village is you see little like figurines of what you think are the village people, and they look happy, which is kind of rare from your experience.
Okay, so that's on one of them, right?
Mhm.
Was he able to see any of the other three?
Yeah. So the other three. So the second stone, you take a look and you see that it is another village. But you don't recognize it. You haven't experienced that village, so you don't know. You just see that it's a village. And same thing with 2, 3, and 4. You just see that they're villages, but you don't have any experience as to which.
But they look happy.
Yeah, they all do. Yeah, all the what you think are village people or what you perceive as village people are yeah, they look like they're celebrating.
Well, this stone here is definitely Barovia, and it looks like everybody's happy, but I can't determine if this is from a previous time when people were truly happy, or it could just be everyone was high on those pies.
Mm.
But it
And
appears to be a celebration of joy going on in the
Well,
craftsmanship here.
that's not what it is today.
Perhaps this was from before our enemy came to town.
Could be. Could be. All right. Can I roll perception just to make sure we're not missing anything?
yep.
13.
What was it? Sorry.
15. 1-5.
You do notice that to the side of the stones, it is a pie that's been eaten already, and it's just like on the ground as if it was trash, but it's to the side of the stone. But that's about it.
Okay.
Okay. Can I do a religion check to see if I'm able to detect any practices of sacred cults?
Mhm.
That's 15.
When you look, you don't feel that it's an actual that it's not evil. That you do feel that positivity. You feel like it's a good area.
Well, looking at the rocks and some of the happy faces here, it looks like that nothing evil has happened here.
And then Ty, you start to feel fear in your raven.
I would like to make a
I sense my
perception check.
raven. I sense my raven has fear. I think we might have an intruder coming in. I believe we mean to go.
Sounds good to me. Let's book it. Do you guys have any last things before we run?
Right, does your raven see anything coming from any specific direction, or just feeling in general?
I only sense it right now. I can't determine anything more until it gets close to me.
Okay, all right. I'm okay moving up north if we have all the information that we need to get from these rocks.
Yeah, let's head to Vallaki and find. Aren't we looking for a girl? Right?
Yes, but I suspect we'll find more than just the one we're looking for.
Wise.
Yeah,
Very wise.
that's a
Okay,
shame.
let's go. You guys ready?
All right, let's do it.
Let's book it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the pie.
Hee.
Just in case, I guess. Wait,
It
or should we
was
shove it down?
it was just the remnants of a pie. It was like pie crumbs.
Hmm.
He said it was eaten.
It was.
Okay. And so we
Who
want to
ate the
go
pie?
to the
We don't know.
town. Okay. So we start
Can
walking
I-
up the road.
Really quickly, can I investigate if there's any traces of who finished eating the pie?
Yes, you can. You can do. I think it's a survival.
Insight?
Or no, it'd be like a survival check.
Track.
You know.
Ooh, I like that.
Are there any footprints on the pie?
It's not a 4.
You just
Wow.
see that the pie was eaten, and you suspect it was a fatty.
Wow.
By the way, it was eaten. You don't suspect. You suspect that it was quickly eaten.
Okay, I recall my raven to get back to me as we head out.
Okay. All right. So
All
what do you guys? I'm assuming you guys are. Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
We're
Yep.
heading to Vallaki,
Onward.
Heading up north, walking.
avoiding that camp.
The camp is where? Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's right.
That is it. That
here.
red dot.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
And
It seems that
Yeah.
there's a little interest here up north from where we are. Do we want to check out that little area right there? Just to see if there's
Yeah, I
anything
was
cool
gonna
we
say
can see?
it'd be nice
You don't wanna-
to travel along the water.
I just don't want to take the main road into town. I'm gonna be honest. I just
Well,
Okay.
I,
Do we
I,
know if the camp is closer to the water or closer to the road?
From you. Well, it's. I would say it's away from the camp. I mean, away from the town. So I wouldn't. It wouldn't be closer here. It'd be closer to the water.
I think
It'd be
we
up
we
here.
should. When I sent the raven out, can I sense that the road is clear based on what is scouting?
Where are you throwing or where are you sending the raven? Can you just point to the map?
Just along just along that road all the way straight to the town. If it's clear, or if there's any
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check real quick.
perception 12.
The raven doesn't see anything. It looks pretty clear. Doesn't detect anything suspicious.
So the raven doesn't detect anything along the way of the road. If we take the road, it's the fastest way to town. That's the fastest way to information.
You would think they would have scouts.
You guys want to walk through the forest to the south? Like, I know it might take longer. I just don't feel I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable about this road. It might
I'll
be
be honest with you,
ridiculous.
Look, at a
I'm
bare minimum, we know we need to avoid the camp, but best we can do is just be prepared for anything else.
That's fine with me. I don't mind sticking to the woods.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Thanks.
So going into like the wood area right here.
Yeah, and then walking through those trees.
All right.
It's right where we camped. So
Walking through the trees.
Ty, roll another perception.
The woods are my friend. It's 18.
yes.
You do notice that there are tracks near you. They're actually, if you're looking at the road, you
Mhm.
notice that there was tracks that peeled off the road.
Which way?
Towards what direction?
Towards the, I'm gonna point it out on the map. Going this way.
Towards the camp.
What you assume, yeah.
And
What are the
can I-
tracks that we see? Is it human? Is it
Yeah.
beasts?
I was gonna say, is it wagon,
carriage?
human?
Yeah.
animal?
Only
They-
Calvin sees him.
Yeah. So it's humanoid. They look like boot.
And does the boots look like if it was a march, where
It
it's a
does.
pattern, or is it's a pattern?
It's a pattern, and it looks like they're in a formation.
And then are the shape of the foot trackings, is it in the shape of like boot armor? The soles of
You
soles
can't-
of an army man?
Yeah, you can tell that they're big, that they're not like average size, but you can't tell if they're armored or not. You just know that these footprints are bigger than average.
Okay. So friends, these tracks, they look organized. They're large individuals and they're going towards that camp. My gut feeling tells me it's an army or a very organized small
fucking
army.
either way, not a few people. Right?
No, you don't.
Wow.
When you're looking at the footprints, yeah, you don't get a sense that it's few.
Fuck me.
I think
Yep.
we should get
Should we
into
book it?
town.
All right. I'm okay. Continue going to town through the woods.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
okay with that?
think that's a safe bet. The direction of the marching is towards away from us, towards their camp, from what we know of.
All right.
Let's keep going. Okay, got an intersection.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna switch over the map real quick. So you guys are starting to enter the town or the area where this town
Alright.
is. So the old road that you've been following through the tree lines, it's called the old Vallaki road because you see a sign that tells you you're going to Vallaki, and the road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounding by a wooden palisade. A thick fog presses up against the wall, as those looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends, and there's sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and in the flanking of the road outside of the gates are half a dozen spikes with wolves' heads impaled. So,
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
so what
Looks
you
like a
guys
charming
see?
place.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what you guys actually see is pull it up. Oh, stupid. 5 seconds. I guess it didn't save it. And it's okay if you guys see this, 'cause this is the player map. All right. So you guys are actually entering through this side,
Okay.
and yeah. So you see that there's the windy road, and that gate that I was describing is right here. This gate right here.
I don't see your pointer.
Oh, you don't see the highlight?
Oh, okay. I see it now. I see it now. I think this is the delay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the gate that you see. It's like it's a big iron, gate. And Ty, you notice that there are it's that you see two guards there, and they're armored and they have long pikes, and they're standing on each side of the gate. And I'm gonna put you guys find the token here. You guys.
Well, can't hurt to walk up and ask them if we can come inside. Right? Right?
Yep, I'm sure they have a
So-
good bar.
Oh, I bet you they do. It's been a minute since we've had a drink. Not gonna lie.
And I'm
Let's
sure
just
Oakham needs a
ask-
refill.
Let's just ask them if we can enter.
Before we go in, how about we put away our weapons and tuck them away nicely?
Oh, okay. Let me brush my hair a little bit. Hold on. Okay.
Mm.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Take up the generic human appearance.
Put
You
my
think this will
bow,
do with this
bow and
guy?
daggers under my cloak and my robe.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
weapon cannot be easily concealed, so you still see a bulge.
Oh my god. And then just make sure you hide your amulet, okay? Not that amulet, the amulet.
Okay.
Okay,
Good. Put it in the backpack.
there you go. Or just like in your shirt. Don't take it off your neck because I don't want to lose it.
Well, that is true. Yeah.
Bard, would you like to do the talking?
You made it, dude.
Is it?
I think the bard's muted.
Absolutely. Follow my lead, gents and lasses.
All right.
Yeah, I'll help you too, mate.
Roll up.
All right. So as you
That's
guys are approaching the town, you notice that you're walking around. You notice that all these cottages here. I don't know if you see it. They're cottages, and you notice that they're empty. They look abandoned. And who's walking up first?
I'll lead. I'll actually be in front.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right behind him.
right behind him.
I know we're all like we're eager, man, because I want to be. I want to be there too.
Okay. So yeah. So Oakham, as you approach the gates, you notice that the guards cross their pikes and ask who goes there.
What's your name?
What are you standing around for? Me and my mates are late. This is me and my band, and we've got a gig at the largest tavern in town.
The guards look at you, kind of surprised and a little suspicious, and ask, "What tavern are you performing at?"
I didn't concern myself with the name, only the amount of coin that the tavern owner promised me in his letter. He said it's the biggest joint in town. Where would that be?
And
And I aim to get paid.
yeah, and they look at each other, and still not very sworn over.
I can't roll persuasion.
You can if you want.
I figured that might have been implied. There you go.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they look at each other.
I told you I'm late. Look, I'm the guitarist. I point to the paladin. That's my drummer over there.
They look at each other.
I point to
and-
Ty. My vocals.
Yeah, they look at each other, and they notice that the paladin looks like he's a good guy, and based on what you're saying, they kind of see that you guys aren't a threat. So they look at each other, and then they nod and say fine, and they uncross their pikes and allow you to go in.
And can you tell us where the largest establishment in town is?
Sure.
I'd hate to be late.
And they point to the map, and they tell you, I'm just going to mark it. They tell you that this is one of the largest taverns in the city.
Sweet. I turn back at my party and a sly wink. All right, lads, come on. Time is money.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Thank you,
We'll
Jen.
see you later, gentlemen.
Tip my hat, and we'll make our way in.
See our performance tonight.
All right. So you guys, as you guys are going through, you do notice that a bunch of people just ran into this building.
But
Ooh.
Ran into this
people run.
building.
That just makes me want to run. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they just see a bunch of them. They run into the building, and the door didn't shut closed, but it's still open.
Like fearfully
What
ran
is the
or
building? Is it a
excitedly ran.
church?
Yeah. So you view it when you look at it. Yeah, it looks like a church, and it's got yeah. You see the like a cemetery in it.
Mm.
They looked frightened when they ran in.
Well, shit. You guys ready to run? Sorry.
I am
Seems like
ready
we're
I
like
to.
turn to the party and roll my eyes. I've had enough of the churches in this country.
it seems like we're always in the middle of everything. Shall
Right.
we?
Run
Hold
into the
on, hold on,
church.
hold on. Let me first go
Uh-huh.
go check, and I'm sure there's a maybe they were late for mass or something.
They look.
Let me go check and
They
see
look
what's going on
scared.
here.
Can we perception to see if they're running from a common location or are they running from all different places towards
You
this one church?
so you can see that. Yeah, you see that they're running from all different places. It's not from one direction.
Ah,
Is this what is it? Sunset?
it's a One Direction concert.
It's setting.
Oh, it's gonna be time
I
then.
say, I say.
Well, I'll say
do
this:
that.
when in Rome, ladies and gents,
I agree. I'm not ready.
make like we belong. We don't want to stand out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going.
All right,
And
let's go
didn't
in.
last time the fog roll in, so we kinda probably should go into church.
All right, so I'm gonna go in first. I see the door is open, and I quick it open a little bit.
And
Don't roll
so
that high.
so
Sorry.
when you enter, you notice that there are 17 adults, men and women, they look very scared. And then you also notice that there are 8 kids with them,
Oh.
and it's boys and little girls.
Paladin for the night. That's love.
All right. So is everybody going in, or is it just the paladin going in?
I think we all did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we're all
going in.
in.
I'm going in, but before I walk in, you can see battle chat. I do a little one of those.
Little one of what?
A Hail Mary, dog. A Hail Mary.
That's funny.
And so yeah, so as you guys walk in and Oakham does his little
Crossing.
crossing, he catches eyes with the father,
Oh, bro, you caught eyes.
and the father's looking at him and gives him a big smile.
Throw hands.
Okay,
Looks at
as we're
me and gives me a
entering
big
the.
smile.
Huh?
He looks at me and gives me a big smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
looking. You're
Wait,
looking.
I give him a big smile, or he gives me a big smile.
He gives you a big smile.
You're
That's
looking
what I thought.
holy.
You're looking
Do-
super
Do I know
good.
him?
No,
No.
is it
No,
because your
bro.
action?
Because you're making the cross. That means you're part of the church.
Oh.
Dane has never been to church. Let me remind
Right?
you.
I'm like, bro, like you're.
Tell me you're an atheist without telling me. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so
I just never seen anybody smile in any of these places, so it's weird to me.
oh my goodness. So as I go in, there's a little like receptacle with the holy water. Like dip my fingers and do a crossing across my chest, and I walk towards the father.
And yeah, so he looks very happy. He has his arms wide open, and he bows his head and greets you and says, hello there, brother."
Good evening, father. We are just walking through the streets in
Traveling
town,
band.
and we saw all these people running into a church, and we're coming in to make sure that everybody was okay, and if there was a reason why everybody was running in scared.
And he looks at you and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, "Are you a child of God?"
I am.
And he nods and says, "Well, this is what we do. We protect our sheep and our flock from the evil forces that are of this land. So everybody's coming in for shelter. I'm glad that you made it."
So, Father, I I believe you meant to say a herd of sheep, right? Or you're bringing other birds into your church.
Herd, flock. I think those are intertwinable. But go ahead and roll from you. Go ahead. Actually, go ahead and roll. I can roll mine too. Go ahead and roll a d20 real quick. Or not? Yeah. Just want to see.
So it's a flat d20.
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's check.
You
real
got
quick.
17. Everybody or just
No, just Diego or the paladin. So he kind of pulls you to the side and says, he feels like he could trust you, and he does sense from you that you are a good person and that you are aligned toward a good God. And so tells you and says, we provide shelter, and recently evils, spirits, and creatures could not get into this church. But we have a problem. We have lost our protection on this church, and this holy land is no longer good. And I'm going to need help trying to restore the holiness of this place to protect people. Can you help me in this mission?
Of course, by the light. How did this holy church lost its holiness, and how can we get it back?
He looks at you, and then he starts looking around, and he starts to tell you that there is a location in the church. And right as he says that, a person steps up, and he goes, "Oh, hi, Millie Boy. How are you?" And Millie Boy says, "Good, Father. I finished some of the digging on in the cemetery, some of the stonework that I had to fix. How is the congregation?" And Father Lucian looks and starts to walk toward the back of the church and looks out the window and sees that that his tasks were done that he assigned earlier, and comes back to him and says, "Good. We're gonna need everything reinforced and make sure that everything's up to par." And Millie Boy says, "I'm doing my best." And as he said, as you know, as they're going back and forth, and like just repairs and stuff, you notice another. It looks like a 12-year-old boy come up to the father and ask them to he goes up to the father and says, "Father, I'm scared. I'm scared. Are we gonna be okay?" And the father looks at him like he's suspicious of him, and he's trying to. You can see that he's kind of thinking about this little boy, but not like in a way that he's kind of suspicious of him. And he's like, "Oh, don't worry. We will get everything fixed." And so then he faces to you, Tekken, and asks, "Do you mind going to a private place?"
Of course, Father. I look back at the band. Say, "Be right back."
Yep. And is the band or is the party? Are you guys okay with leaving them?
Can I sleight of hand to like listen in to eavesdrop or something?
Yeah, so they're gonna head toward the back of the church. You do see that there's an office there, and you can try to do something about that.
I mean, there's a lot of people in this church, right? A lot of people just ran in. It's got to be pretty crowded. Can I just stealth check and try to blend in among the peoples?
So you do notice, yeah, you can try, yeah, you can, but you do notice that everybody's scared. So no, everybody's in a weird panic. So they're not even.
I'm not trying to be stealthy from the people. I'm trying to look like one of the people so that I mean, I can look like a panic.
Can we tell before they go to the office that that's where they're going? Or do we not know that?
No, you can tell. It's pretty obvious. It's not a big church.
That they're about to go into the back office?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
All right. Bard, go disguise yourself under a bookshelf in the office and listen to what they're going to say. No? You don't have to.
I don't know if I've got... That is a valuable spell slot for just some eavesdropping. I trust the paladin.
Oh, then never mind then.
But
that sounds good. We'll be right outside the door.
All right. So as we are walking, as we started walking, I'll look back to Vogue and Ty. Say, "Hey, can you guys try to sneak into the office and just make sure everything is good?"
I nod.
Wait, you guys are in the
And
I
try to. Can I try to advance some steps and stealth in before they get in, since it's open?
That's up to how you guys want to do it. If Tekken wants to provide a distraction or something like that makes it possible, yeah, I'm sure you can roll a stealth check into it.
Okay. Father. So going back, as we walk by, and I tap him on the shoulder, and he looks back at me and said, how long have you been around here?" And just try to buy time for Ty and Vogue to see if they can make their way up there.
Yeah.
As they're talking, I rolled a 17.
Okay. And Vogue, go ahead and roll stealth.
Fucking 26.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you guys, the father is completely distracted by Tekken, and he answers, "I've been here for a very, very long time, and I take pride in leading this fellowship." And then you can see the Vogue and Ty roll into the room. And then what do you guys want to do?
Any hiding spots in there?
So
Yep.
as I see that they're going into the room, let's talk about it as we talk. So we're walking towards the back of the church.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
so Vog and Taiwo, when you guys step into the office, you do notice a big desk there. You also notice that there is bookshelves that cover the whole room. So the side of the walls and the back of the walls, there's bookshelves, and you do notice that there are two chairs facing the desk and one chair, of course, that you assume that the father will sit. You do also notice that there is a fireplace. It is not lit, and that there is a corner table on the right side of the room as you walk into. It looks like there's a couple napkins and a glass of half drink water.
So not a very big table. Right?
It's a medium size, I would say. I wouldn't say like huge, but it's a good size.
I'm looking up what's like the ceiling situation. Is it just like ceilings? Is it like
So
rafters? What's
the bookshelves don't go all the way up to the ceiling, so there is a gap, and it goes across the whole room.
like rafters? Or just, or
Yeah,
just like
like you can see like you would need a ladder to get to the top shelf of and you do see a ladder that's just hanging. You know how there's like those old school bookshelves. So yeah, you can climb up the ladder, and there is a gap up there where the bookshelf does not meet the roof, and it's pretty tall.
Gotcha.
Ooh, sounds like a great place. Is that enough for
As-
2 people or 1 person?
Both of you can go up there. Yeah, it's big enough for both. Again, it's a regular sized room, like a good sized room, so it's not. Yeah, 2 people can be up there with no issue.
as I'm walking through, I'm gonna do a quick divine sense.
Okay.
Multiple matches found.
Right?
As that's happening, Vog, do you want to go up on the top?
I think that's the only play we have, other than that shitty table over there.
Yeah, or the fireplace.
Well, he fucking lights the fire and we're fucking burning.
I like the way you're thinking. Let's go up.
That's hilarious.
Tell me you haven't played D&D without, or you played D&D without.
Right?
He lights the fire.
It's fucking genius. Can I just like side note? Is there any windows that I can look out from the church?
Yeah, you can. So what you see, you're able to see on one side of the church. On the left side, you're able to see all the headstones of the dead people that are there, and on the right you do see just buildings and cottages, but it's like where people would live.
Okay. Is there any view of the street?
You do see the street, and it looks empty. Looks like all
I'm
the
just-
people that were running are no longer.
I'm just gonna stay perched in the window and looking.
Okay.
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 All right, that's it.
Did anything come back from my divine sense?
I didn't know. A second. Can't. Oh, you don't. It's not there.
Yeah, and these don't match.
Yeah, it's fine. I can like take a look real quick.
Yeah, I just posted the text.
Oh, okay. I don't see it. Oh, there we go. So when you do that, you go ahead and cast it, and you detect that everybody in the church is good. There, you don't detect any evil.
Nice.
Awesome. I feel more calm and more comfortable talking to the father and going into the office.
Nice.
Into
And
his
then,
personal office.
Vog and Ty, what are you guys doing in the office?
I guess we're going up and hiding.
We're gonna go up to the top, the roof or whatever, the ceiling.
Yeah, okay. So you guys are basically on the bookshelves. Are you guys? How are you looking in there? Like, are you laying flat? Are you sitting? How are you guys positioning on top of the bookshelves?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
Like I guess like prone would be easiest. I don't know.
Okay.
However, to keep us hidden, I guess.
Okay.
Prone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Closest to prone
Almost.
laying down.
Okay. All right.
Try to be out of line of sight.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, you hear because you guys are trying to hide. Tekken and the priest walk into the room, and then the priest closes the door and starts heading toward his chair and tells Tekken, "Hey, have a seat, my brother." And he points to the chairs up in the front. He points at one of the chairs, and he starts moving toward his chair and sits down on it.
Thank you, Father.
Sorry.
Why are you laughing? I'm just curious.
Because it's like so religious. Sorry, just keep going. And like, you got this on point, man. Like, sorry. Sorry.
And
All good.
yeah, all good. And so he looks at you and says, "I feel that you are of a good nature, and we have recently lost our protection, as I was explaining earlier, and it has to do with a burial. So underneath the church, we had a person of a very powerful person. However, this person was named Saint Andral, Andral. I don't know how you would pronounce that, but Saint Andral, and his bones would protect this church from vampires, werewolves, and any other madness that Strahd would throw at us. They would not be able to come in. But however, those have been missing. I suspect, I've only told one person about it, and it was the little boy that you saw. His name's Yeska. He was afraid. He came to me one night, very afraid. He heard the vampires tapping on the windows and trying to get into the church. But again, the bones prevented that from happening. And he was screaming at the middle of the night, sweating with night terrors. To calm him down, I told him about the sacred bones that protect his church. I have a feeling that he must have told. I have a suspicion that he told somebody because they are now missing. And currently, the flock does not know about this. They believe that they're safe, but in reality, they're. Can you help me investigate, figure out how to find the holy missing bone?
Well, this is definitely unfortunate, and I can see how Yeska can be so scared. Now, do you think talking to the boy will be the first lead, or do you have any other people that you suspect
I
that
believe
know
he.
about these bones?
I believe he would be the only one. If I go and pursue him, it's gonna look like I am not being kind. It will look like I will be interrogating a child. Therefore, I cannot do it.
Nope, that makes sense. Do you think that perhaps this child may have stolen these bones and perhaps taken him to his home to protect himself and his family from vampires, not thinking that it will remove the protection from the church?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if he has a grasp of those kind of consequences at such a very young age.
Okay. Has the church been attacked recently?
Not yet, but it's coming. So once in a blue moon, or I should say full moon, the church does get attacked. And before the olden days, before our protector, many would be slaughtered. So I fear that this is coming soon.
Besides your feeling, Father, is there a specific lunar cycle or anything that can give us a better sense of how much time we have between now and getting attacked?
Well, from the last time, I feel like I can calculate a rough estimation, and I feel like it will happen in 3 days.
Okay. Well, hopefully that will give us enough time to find what we're missing so we can protect this church and the people in this herd and his shepherd.
And he looks at you. He grins, and he looks at you, and may the sun be with you. And you can see that he's looking directly at your chest, as if he knows that you're hiding there.
Yeah, I've been working out.
Okay. Well, thank you, brother. I will let you do your investigation. I appreciate your help. And he does the cross symbol and said, "May God be with you."
Thank you, and with you.
All
All right, so we will step out of the office, I take it? Or
right. He actually sits down. He stays there, and he says, "I have work to do." And he goes down. And he looks like he's grabbing paper and pen. And he starts writing.
Father, do you mind if I take a look at some of these books? Do you think is there anything here that can tell me a little bit more of the evils around this town?
And he's like, "Sure. Go ahead.
All right, can I do quick
Do
will be
religion. Go do an religious. There should be a religion, right? Yeah, religion."
Jesus Christ.
Paladin's a poser. No, just kidding.
Yeah, though you are holy, it is you don't recognize these gods, but you do know that they are of good people, of good gods. They don't trigger your evil feelings of bad.
All
Is
right.
he looking at our bookshelf or like the other?
He's looking. Yeah, he's so think of the bookshelves. They're all along the walls. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's. Where are you looking at, Tekken? Left, right, or left, center, or right?
Right.
Okay. And I'm assuming you guys went up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's right below you.
I signaled to Tekken to get the guy out.
Yep.
I tap his head.
Father, do you mind introducing me to the boy, so he can feel a little more comfortable speaking to me? I think that
Oh,
will help.
Of great idea, brother. And so he gets up and he grabs you by the shoulder, and you guys are walking out of the room. And as you guys are walking, he calls out, "Yeska!" And you just see a little boy pop up out of the pews and start running over to you and says, "Yes, father." And he goes, "Meet. What's your name, sir?"
My name is Tekken.
Meet Tekken. He's a new brother in this church, and I would like you to speak with him and show him around. And the boy goes, "Okay," and then the father leaves and starts going back toward his office.
Okay. As I look back, I try to check to see in the door to see if I see Ty or Vogue if they were able to get out. Do I perceive or can I see that they were able to get out?
Vog and Ty, what are you guys doing? What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, we get the fuck out, yeah.
Go ahead and roll stealth again.
You know what? Yes, I believe. I believe. I'm a believer.
Better not
I'm
fuck it
a
up.
believer, keep a believing. I'm a believer.
Fuck yeah, I'm a believer.
Oh, both of us are believers.
Yeah.
I will survive, but keep on surviving.
So
We
you
both
guys
got 24.
Nice. So you guys jump down, and just like you guys are in sync. You guys have been now with the previous battles and bonds. You guys know how each other moves. So one goes down, goes to the right, the other guy goes to the left, and then you guys kind of leave out and just start walking away from the office, and no one sees. Everybody just is such panic that they don't even see you guys leave the office.
I nod to Tekken on the other side of the church.
I nod back in acknowledgement
Same.
to Tekken.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So I grab this little boy, put my hand behind his his back, his neck. Yeska, it's great to meet you.
And so he looks at you kind of nervous. He's like, "It's good to meet you, sir. Would you like me to give you a tour?"
Yes, please. And but before we proceed, and I'm gonna get down on one knee and look at him in the eyes and tell him, listen, we are here to help protect this church, and whatever we can do to protect the congregants and the father of this church. And I'll be talking to a few people, but just want to let you know that as long as you tell the truth and you share what what you know about this place, and you're not gonna get in trouble.
So go ahead and
Okay.
roll insight real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, you view him. He looks nervous, but he looks at you, and then as you guys are talking, he starts he feels a little less anxious. He starts feeling pretty confident, and he's feeling more secure about who you are as a person. And so he says, "Okay, well, come. Let me show you around." And so he starts pointing out the pews, the where the father does his sermons, and he starts showing you different books that he has read, and he then shows you the map around town. And if you look at Owlbear, he
Okay.
points out several things for you. And I'm just gonna mark some of them on the map. All right, and so yeah, he looks and tells you that this is the town square where the town gets together and has party. And he says that that he's not allowed because he's too young, but that these parties are grand and that he can hear them all the way from the church, and he hears that they're very loud. He then points out this house right here and says that is where the mayor presides over the town and over the party, and says that in a really low voice he whispers to you. He's like, not a lot of people like him, and then he goes off and gets up and starts to walk around and shows you where they keep the holy water, and that his job is to maintain the water while the father blesses it. And then it's like, that's our church. That's what I know.
Thank you. Yes, Guy. I appreciate the tour. Knowing where people will congregate, we have a great guitar player in our band. Hopefully, he'll be able to entertain some of your people. So as I'm looking outside,
Okay.
and I take him over to a window that looks outside to where the graves are.
Mhm.
I tell him a story about a little girl that she used to go to this magic lake, and this lake had a very shiny stone in it at the bottom of the lake, and that provided dragons and angels to come down and help fight the evil from that beautiful place. And at one time, in her believing that she wanted to take that stone and have the same protection for her at her house, she took the stone. And within a few days of that stone being removed, evil came in and destroyed the town. And when destroying that beautiful lake area, and the stone itself lost the brightness, the shininess of the stone, and eventually evil came and wreaked havoc in his town.
And so then
And the
he
moral of the story is that the stone was in a special place, and it was supposed to be kept there to provide protection for eternity, as
and
long as it was located at a specific spot.
and he looks at you and he signals like a get closer. And do you want to know a secret? Or he whispers, "Do you want to know a secret?"
Yes, tell me.
And he goes up. He's like, and he says, "We have something similar, and it protects us from bad. I don't know why that little girl would take it. I would never do that. But I'm
Well,
sure I'm sure if it protects, if it protects you from the bad, you would want to keep it." And
that
then
is true.
as he's explaining that, he notices Milvoiv, the other kid, he looks like actually like a young adult. He looks like he's like in his like 21, 22 in that range. He starts walking up and he like stiffens and just like becomes quiet. And then it's like, "Well, I gotta go. Hope you had a good time at our church." And then he just bolts off.
Who bolts off the other boy?
The little boy, yeah.
Okay. As he is trying to do that,
And then I don't know. You guys also the other party members as well. If you guys want to do something, just say it out loud, or you guys are all still in. You're all in the same church.
so as the voice is trying to get out of the church, I look back as in Sori and see if she's within reach, see if she can stop the boy.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the window. Can I stop him?
You notice the boy is running toward the father's office.
There's the father's office.
Yeah, the priest, the father that was there. He's going toward the office. It's away from the main entrance. It's toward the back
All
of the
right,
church.
I'm
Already
gonna
have matches. Okay.
I'm gonna do prestidigitation to make some like little fireworks sparks. So he like looks in a different direction and it slows him down.
Okay.
But you're awesome. Yes, a few times.
Okay. So you start to see he looks up. He's like, "Wow." And yeah, he's definitely slowing down to just see what's going on.
I was just there. I'll go up to I'll like stop the kid and be like, "Did you hear that? You mind
Uh,
checking that out for me?"
And he's like, "Where did that come from?"
I don't know. I think over there.
I'm gonna prestidigitation and just make it smell like warm apple pie. So this kid's like really happy, just like, oh,
And
this is awesome.
as you do that, he does smell it, and he touches his stomach, and you can see him like get like a ugh look, like that it's not a happy look. Normally you would think a pie would be a happy thing, but for this kid,
No.
it's not happy.
He's a knower.
Yeah, and you can see him kind of like flinch a little, and it's not appeasing to him.
Okay,
Not
I'm
pleasant.
Probably
am
smells
now
like his sister.
changing the smell to steak.
He then looks super confused, like what's going on. And,
All right, I'm taking away smell.
and he starts. He pats.
Kid's got cancer now.
Vogue.
You know?
Yeah, Pat Vogue is like, I need to go, and he starts heading toward the office of the father.
Wait, why are we trying to stop him? I'm sorry. Side
Yeah.
note.
What's his name? What?
All right, let me do this. Let me follow him.
Yeah,
Since
we
he's
slowed
going
him
back to the
down.
office. Yeah, so I'm walking back.
Did he say the
Try
little
to catch
girl's
up to him.
name?
No.
I'm sorry, son. I'm new here. Do you know I forget the name. I say the name.
Who?
The
What?
name of the little girl.
We don't know it, and he only told that to Tekken.
Motherfuck.
Yeah, we don't know any of that.
Okay, that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay. So So I was telling a story about the
The
girl, but
yeah.
it was nothing to do with
No.
the kidnapped girl.
Yeah, but she's the girl that took the bones. Or, oh, never mind. I don't know this. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, all good. Okay, so I'll walk back to the church. I catch up to him as he's entering the office.
Sure. So yeah, as you start going toward him, you do notice that Melvoy, the younger guy, he does have a shovel, and he's starting to grip it kind of hard, and he starts coming toward you. And so yeah, what do you want to do with the boy?
Okay. So I'm gonna try to persuade him to not attack me because it looks like he's going to attack me.
Melboy or Yeska? Yeska's the little boy.
Male boy.
Okay, so go
I
ahead.
tell him.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and run an intimidation. Actually, go ahead and run a check.
Persuasion or
No, intimidation.
That's a 10.
Okay, he's still coming at you, but he's not afraid of you, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Okay. Hey, listen, kid. I see that you have a shovel, probably from doing some chores around here. But talking to the father, he shared with me that there are some things that were buried here that are now missing.
And so as
And the
you say
only
that,
Mhm.
he looks like he just turns white, and he looks like it's like a oh shit moment, and
So
he's
I notice the body language, and I get behind the kid
okay,
just because I know a guilty face when I see one.
okay,
I don't say anything. I'm just
yeah,
back
yeah,
there.
you're just back there, okay,
I guess I'll be sort of situated back to the office.
okay. Anybody else
Okay.
want to do anything else, or we're all good?
I'm still peeking at the window,
Okay,
looking for danger.
sure. And Oakham, are you doing anything?
Taking it all in. A lot of people in here. I'm short. I can't really see much.
Okay. Okay. So, Tekken. So, yeah, he looks at you and go ahead and roll. Well, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Yeah, you just noticed that he's.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me try. Yeah, intimidation again to see if he tells me anything. Now that I see that he's afraid, I get close to him and say, "I can see that something happened. You know something.
And
You must share with me, please."
sure. And yeah. And so he looks like he's afraid. He drops his shovel and says, oh, please don't hurt me. I didn't mean this to happen." And he falls onto his knees and says, "Please forgive me," and goes into like a prayer motion and puts his hands up. Says, please God, please don't hold this against me." And he starts telling you that I took
That's
I took the bones. I took the bones, and I needed to feed my family, and I knew that these bones were very valuable. So I sold them to the local coffin maker in town. His name's Henrik van der Voort. That's funny. It's almost Vandermark. It's Van der
Yeah.
Voort.
Vandervoort.
Voort. Yeah, Henrik van der Voort.
Vort.
Yeah. And in return, yeah. So I gave him the bones in return for money, so I can help feed my younger sister and brother.
Okay. When did you do this? How long ago was this?
Maybe a couple days ago. I really needed the money, and my sister and younger brothers were starving. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what else to do.
Okay. So I grab him and I bring him over to the map of the town and ask him, "Show me where I can find Hendrik. Where does he live? And where is his business?"
Okay. Yeah. So he starts to wipe off his tears, and he looks at the map and points out that it's here. I'm just gonna. I don't know where that square box is, but I don't know if I can move
I'm
that.
just.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I can.
yellow.
Oh, I can. Cool.
just-
Oh, I see what
Oh,
you're doing.
I'm saying we have all these dots. I was accounting for them.
Yeah. Put them down.
Good off.
I'm gonna mark the location.
That's not the tavern.
This one's the
Tavern's the top.
tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, I
That was
made
the
another one.
that was the town square.
Where the parties are at.
Yeah.
that is in fact a square.
Didn't.
This right here, this red building, is the coffin makers.
This one?
Here, this one right here.
Yeah.
The
This.
bottom right, the furthest right. Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah. So that's Vandervoort.
Vandervoort. Yeah.
Vandervoort.
Vandervoort. He is the coffin maker. Where the bones. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see that he's he's a wreck. He's nervous. He's crying.
Yeah.
And I tell him, "Hey, you did the right thing for telling me this. We will try to get this back to protect this church. Stay with the father." And I just like grab him, like give him a little hug.
Yeah.
And since we're just outside the office of the father, like the kid doesn't go into the office.
Okay.
Like he stays outside, but I go into the office and to talk to the father.
Okay.
So open the door and walk in.
And he says, "Oh, hello there, brother. How are you?"
Father, so I've been doing some investigation, talking to people around here, and I've come to talk to Mailboy.
Melvoy.
How do you spell his name?
Give me a second. It is. Milivoj.
This red dot?
That is a building.
Milvaux.
M I
Mark.
Yeah, I put Milvoy, but yeah, Milvoj. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, it's a weird.
Milvoj.
Yep.
Milivoj.
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 Milivoj. All right.
Milvoy. I don't know.
So after talking to Yeska, and Milivoj and a few people, Milivoj confessed to digging up the bones and selling the bones to. Do you know this person, Hendry Vort?
The coffin maker. Yes, I do. I knew one of them were up to no good. I shouldn't have told this the secret to Yesk, and he looks pretty disappointed. And he looks kind of hurt, to be honest. But yes, I do know of Hendrik Vandervoort. He's the coffin maker.
Okay. What do you know about this person? Is he generally a nice person? Is he affiliated or known to be hanging out with odd or interesting people?
And so he looks at you, and he's like, "Now that I think about it, no, he was just he's one of the locals here. He was until recently he was he wasn't doing very well financially. But now that I think about it, he's updated his shop. He put a new point. It looks like he's been getting business at his place. But I'm not sure why he would want our bones. And he looks kind of pensive and trying to figure out what's kind of going on.
I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's sold these bones to others that are interested in exchange for coin.
And he looks at you worried, and he starts pacing around. And he's like, "Yeah, and we only have what I think of, them coming in 3 days, and I gotta figure out how to fix it." And
Okay.
yeah, and he starts to walk out the door.
All right. I walk out to him, grab, let the rest of the peeps know what's going on. Hey, everyone, gather up. So the key to this church is that it was protected by bones of this saint. I can't remember what the name was, but these bones protected, made this land holy and protected this church. So vampires, werewolves, and evil couldn't get in here. However, one of the kids stole the bones and sold them to a coffin maker. So
So
this
now
is no
this.
longer holy ground, and everybody here is in danger.
So now it became a safe place. Now it's just like a giant feeding bowl.
Yeah, for sure. The father, based on his meticulous calculations, he anticipates that there will be an attack on this church within 3 days. So we must act fast and see if we can recover those bones to protect the people in this church.
And the bones are from Saint Andral, Andral. No,
Thank you.
I'll send it to everyone.
yeah.
All right. So the father has me to help recover the bones. Are you all up for an adventure and go pay a visit to the coffin maker?
Yeah.
Try to get those bones back?
Okay. So you start seeing the father walk out, and and then you start seeing the congregation in a panic, rush up to him, and he tells everybody to sit down in your pews, and then everybody he starts sitting down. What are you guys all doing? What is the party doing?
So we're coming back from the office, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you were going back to the office. Zenzori, you're hanging out by the window, and Oakham, I'm not sure where you are at right now.
No, we all
Is
just got
everyone-
together because I shared this
Okay,
with
gotcha.
them. So we're by Sensori by the
Okay.
window, like
Okay.
next to a wall.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
as everyone makes their seats, I would say I don't know about everyone else, but I would suggest we kind of just stand and audit against the wall, close to the entrance so that we can make a break if we need to. But
Is the office open?
Yes, it is. Actually, well, when they left the office, the father closed the door,
Okay.
and the office is in the back. So think of like when you walk into the church, you see the pews on the left and the right, and you see the stand in the center.
the rectory.
The directory. In the back left is where the office is. So
So everybody's looking in that direction right now.
everybody's looking right now at that direction, yeah. And so then he gets up into what'd you call it, Dane or Oakham, the directory, or what'd you call it?
The rectory.
Oh, the rectory. And
That's his
says-
off.
Oh no, I'm talking about the stand where you.
Oh, the
where you-
podium.
The
His podium.
podium. Yeah. So he goes up to his podium and starts to look and you see everybody huddle in the pews, and one of the townsfolk stands up, and he's like and asks Father Lucian, and it's Lucian. I don't know how you would say that, Lucian.
Lucian, yeah.
Yeah.
Father Lucian, are we going to be safe? And you start to, you see Father Lucian look around, and he notices you guys, and he's like, he signals with his hand. Are you gonna leave or stay?
Okay. Yeah, as he signals to me, I just start like taking a couple of steps towards the father.
Okay, and he's asking you guys. He goes, "Are you, brothers and sisters in the back? Can you please take a seat, or are you going out to do the God's work? So what do you guys want
If
to
we're
do?"
on a time limit, we should go.
I
Yeah.
think that's a
Because this
Yeah,
place
agreed.
isn't even safe, so there's
Mm.
no point in staying.
And
Yep.
Nightfall's only so
Lego.
far away, right?
I mean,
think
ask him one
that is
last
his.
time. Is there anything you need of us before we go?
Fucking
Anything we can?
a set of bones would be nice.
And he looks at you and says, I'm going to begin my sermon."
Let's go.
Oh yeah, then get the fuck out.
And we're out.
Now I
I'm
look at Oakham and say, I am surprised you didn't ask for your was it bladder to be refilled with holy wine.
Bro, I've traveled a lot of countries. Trust me. No prudes make holy wine.
All right.
Then
So
let's
we're
go.
all out.
Okay, so as you guys are leaving, he starts reading the holy text, and he out loud he starts speaking with the congregation. And says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right." And then again, you guys now leave the church, and the doors close behind you, and you can kind of now hear just mumbles, but you're assuming he's giving a sermon.
Okay. So
Right, I say we go knock down the old door of those fucking coffin makers. Yeah.
I think yeah, I'm with you here. Yeah, let's go. I think probably the fastest way will be follow this road all the way pretty much to the other side of town, and looks like that's how you enter towards this shop.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right.
As
Start
we're
walking that
walking.
area.
Down through the town square,
Yep.
or straight on the main road.
No, straight to the main road.
Okay, like pause it there
So
real quick.
Tech, we should get a game plan here. How fucking aggressive were you being with this fucking chap?
Well,
I'd say we've had a lot of good luck taking the stealthy route
True,
and
but
the art of deception. But
luck
we
is
can always
like
resort
a
to
well.
busting
You
down
know?
doors.
You see, luck is like a well. Too. It's bound to run out eventually. Okay. So what's the game plan? Sure,
Salute.
stealthy might be
I'm
a
sorry.
good option. Well, that could be pushing it. It could go awry. What's plan B?
We
Do
can
we
take
want to make a quick stop at the tavern on our way over?
Well, we got only 3 days, so we gotta hurry.
Let's take a turn south right now.
So
go
just so you
along.
guys aren't concerned about it's just 3 days, but think about it in game sessions. So it's not like it's not immediate, but you guys have time right now. It's not like Doomsday's like coming. So if you guys want to explore around town, that's fine.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
You
Okay.
highlighted this little building here that I
Cool.
put an eyeball on, but I don't know what that was.
That was the
But I've labeled
Oh.
everything else that you mentioned.
that was the mayor's
Old
house.
man.
yeah, the mayor's house.
Oh, well, then let's skip.
Okay. I need to take a quick break.
Fire it off.
Do you guys wanna go investigate in the tavern?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be
Yeah.
every 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Bio break.
Yeah, I gotta take a piss real quick too.
Okay.
cool.
All right.
Sure.
If Oakham has music, go ahead and play it, and then I'll be back.
Got you. Are we
Anybody
stepping into the
curious about
tavern?
me saying that I drowned someone in a well? Sort of. No.
Hmm?
Yeah. Saying earlier, back at camp, I said my first kill was pushing someone in a well. Anyone curious about that story? It's a doozy.
I like secrets. You keep your secrets.
Was that a polite way of saying no?
I believe Oko might want to lend an ear.
Right. Okay. This thing. So, get this, okay? The town where I come from, right? They didn't take very nicely to change, okay? So I was a drifter for a lot of my life, right? Going from place to place, stealing identity on identity, it is what it is. And there was this elven family, right? And get this shit, okay? I was in jail, right? Whatever. I stole something, right? And this elven family was like, "You're a changeling, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And they're like, "Okay, can you pretend to be our son for a little bit?" And I was like, Are you fucking mad? Of fucking course I'll be a fucking son to this noble family. Only taste of luxury I've ever fucking had, you know?
Mhm.
Naturally, fucking went awry, because, you know, I'm a changeling and I figured that shit out. And, you know, this whole town mob wanted to kill me, right? So I'm running out of the town. And surrounded by this town is like this farming area, right? And there's this guy taking a nap by a well. And I was like, you know what? If I throw him down the well and take his appearance and, you know, pretend to sleep like he was doing, they'll pass me. I'll get him out of the well. Bob's young. I'll be fine. So I threw him down the well. I did exactly that. They passed me. It was fine. I looked down that well and I saw his face looking back up at me. Neck must have been broken in like 4 or 5 places. Yeah, guy was done.
Hot damn.
So when you
I
take
ran.
appearances, do you cut people's faces off?
No. I just need to look at them, and it's just kind of the phrase I use for
Hmm.
taking someone's look. And you know how my hair does like a floaty thing, like it's
Mhm.
underwater. Yeah, and that happened after that. It's been like that since then. Couldn't tell you why.
So after you threw somebody down the well, your hair turned floaty.
Yeah.
Hmm. And do you get to keep using this person's face whenever you want?
It's this face that I'm wearing right now.
Oh.
Like right now. Yeah.
So I'm looking at a dead man.
With me, you should always assume you're looking at it.
Oh.
What are we talking about? Sorry, what now?
Just my past. Don't worry about it.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool, cool.
You know.
I killed people. Did you know that?
I'm not surprised. Not. Haven't we all though? Like, let's be honest. Let's like kind of past that. I don't know.
I've killed a person, threw him down a well. Maybe got cursed because of it. Could that be a thing? That might
Could
be a thing.
definitely be a thing.
So for a rogue, why do you share this information, Vog?
Well, here's the thing. I also like lying to people.
I can understand that feeling.
So, you know, maybe fond of telling stories as well. Maybe I just happen to trust you. Really, it's up to you.
Fair enough. We learned a lot about each other.
Yeah,
We can see each other's coordinations in the dark now, so very well.
Not sure if I like that.
I was born half elf. My father, it was an elf left, and never
Yeah,
told me that he was
I
a
can
dragon.
Wow.
Hey, hey,
Your
tell.
elf dad went to go get milk.
he did, and he
Damn.
never. He honestly did. But come to find out from him that I never knew, I was actually born of dragon blood. And it's his blood, and I hate him for it. But every time, just get a little more dragon scaly every day.
Hey, you think one of these days it's going to be a problem for you? Like it'll be
Legend
too much
goes.
dragon?
Well, it's hard to find out because I can't really find my father. But anyways, legend goes, I like eventually will sprout wings. So I'm just waiting for that day.
Well, elven blood's pretty strong. I think you can resist it.
I think you're wrong, but that's
think-
that's just the racism in you. It's fine.
I think wings are cool as fuck. I think
Right?
that could happen.
I'm not against it, but apparently we're from the bronze dragon, so yes.
Oh, another thing. That magic stuff you seen me do, the moving water, the fucking shield I did, that's fucking recent. I wasn't able to do that like a week ago. That's
Cool.
fucking recent, and I'm kind of fucking worried about it. I'll be honest with you. But it helped.
Yeah, you did kill that hag pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, and, you know, it's just every once in a while I dream about that well, you know, whatever.
Hmm.
I'm assuming you guys are inside the tavern, just hanging out. I'm just gonna assume you're in a table.
We can
thought we were,
not
like-
hear you.
I thought we were, like, outside of it.
Oh, okay. If you guys are outside of it, you do notice that there's a sign in front of the tavern, and you notice that the establishment is called the Blue Water Inn. It's actually an inn.
Hey, Bod, was that the inn that we were supposed to quote-unquote perform at?
It was.
Right, we're not actually performing, are we? If we are, I'm your fucking...
Nah, not unless you want to make a couple extra coins, but
Yeah, no, I'm
these
this
folks
band's
don't
manager.
seem too kind to merriment unless there's pie involved.
Yeah, I'll leave the performance to you, fine folk. I'll be the band's manager. How about that? Hmm?
And then, can you guys look away? I just gotta make sure this map loads.
I'll be the.
Look away from Owlbear.
Yeah.
Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. May
I'll-
the weatherman come to bring us drink and tea and rum.
Yeah. You guys are good.
I'll be
I'm
the
back.
band's customer service.
Oh, what the? Did that
Uh-oh.
not keep your guys' stuff?
I'm
That's
gonna.
fucking unfortunate.
That sucks. I guess I have to be the guy or the. I thought it would save your map
Mm-mm-mm.
markings.
Mm-mm-mm.
Uh,
I'm
Okay.
gonna fight 'em
I
all.
took a couple of screenshots, so
okay.
I can pop later again.
Okay. All right. All right. So you guys are all outside hanging out. You do see
He's
the
a shiny
cult.
fucking god. If you see it,
Zenzori goes off
rock
singing
and
in all
roll.
random ass lyrics as she
It's like
hears
rock and
the
rock
music
and rock
coming
and
out of the
rock.
door.
You rocket socks.
Hold on, I can't hear Ken at all.
Yeah, Kevin.
I know.
Well, I
Normally
was
that
kind of
music's not that
listening. I
bad,
was
and I
kind
could
of
adjust the
listening.
volume,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
It's
hear
Tenacious
over.
I was,
D.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
listening to the song. I was like trying to talk, but at the
If
same
it's time
time
to,
listening.
fucking rock.
I was just
No,
idly strumming to pass time.
his name is Kyle Gass, and you know he's gonna kick your ass. Sorry.
All right.
Okay, I'm done. I swear.
You could actually roll with this fucking band.
Rocking and
Fucking
fucking
hell.
rolling and fucking rocking and fucking rolling. I fucking love Tenacious D. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. I swear.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, as you're singing it to yourself, you notice a sign up above, and it says the Blue Water Inn. And you guys, I'm assuming are gonna walk in. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, nice.
I just came back from taking a leak. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go inside. What do y'all think?
Mm-hmm.
So the paladin leaked on the wall around the corner.
Yeah.
I had a smoke out in the front. And now if it seems like we're all gathered and ready, I guess we're all heading in.
Yep.
All right, let's head in.
So you guys walk into the blue, and you guys are at the ground floor. So just look at that for now. And I don't know. You guys come in through here. Do you guys see the token?
Yep.
Here we are.
All right. So yeah. As you guys walk in, you see that this place is actually kind of packed with people, and you notice that there is a barkeep serving out drinks, and you notice just a bunch of people look like they're all socializing, drinking. You do notice that there's two different types of cups. One is of a wine glass, and the other one's of a stein, and it looks like people are kind of 50-50 split on those drinks. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
There's a cup. So one's a stein and the other one's like
Is a wine glass.
wine glass. Thank you.
Are people looking cheery, or do they look like? Oh, probably not, huh? I need a more
They
appropriate.
they look so if you were to compare them to Barovia, they don't look depressed, but they don't look super cheery, but they don't look depressed. They look like they're a medium mood, if you want to call it that.
Just a
but
more serious town.
no, I would say Barovia was more serious. This is a less serious town. It's a lot more what you would think is happier, but yeah.
All right, that
Alright.
should be appropriate.
Yes, there you go. That's good.
Nice.
I mean,
Fitting.
sometimes you Google
Mood.
tavern and you don't get the right mood.
No, that's exactly. Yeah, I was gonna
Sit
say
in
like
the
think of a
mood.
British pub. It's kind of like chill. Like I don't. But
Is there a bartender that looks like large and in charge?
yeah, he's in the back. You see him pouring out drinks and he's serving people.
Cool.
I'd like to walk up to him.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I want to pull out, or say, greet him in a hearty hello.
He
Hey
looks
there, chap.
and he says, "Hello there. How can I help you?"
Actually, I'm wondering if I can help you.
And he grabs a stein and he starts cleaning it and looks at you. Oh, how so?
Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of the Death House? I have got with me a jug of the rarest wine from the cellars, and I'm wondering if you'd be interested in distributing it for a small fee.
And he looks at you and says, "That godforsaken place, I would never do business that. It is haunted, if I remember correctly." And he goes over and grabs a wine and a wine glass and also grabs a stein and looks at you and says, "What would you like to drink? A purple grape mash number 3 or a red dragon crush wine? By the way,
I'm
my
not-
name is
I'm not gonna lie, a Red Dragon Crush wine sounds good. Can I
or-
make a persuasion check on
Yeah.
the wine, on the selling of the wine? I want to try one last thing. Oh God!
Oh my gosh. All the
Listen,
things to
listen.
persuade.
The quality of the wine is not what we're talking about here. The mere fact that I was able to extract it without dying makes this rare in and of the fact that it is probably one of a kind.
So he looks at you And he's like, I do have a special bottle. And he puts the stein and the wine down in front of you, and then goes back. And you see him go back toward the back of the bar, and comes out, and he has like a bottle, and it has like gold lettering in the front, and it looks really nice. And he's like, let's make a deal then. I think you're right about the rarity. It's more so the experience than the taste. How much are you willing to sell this?
Well, yeah, I see you brought out you brought out your wait, is the bottle empty? Or
It
he
is
brought out
empty.
his own fancy shit.
No, it's an empty bottle that he wants to fill up
Ah,
with your
but it's gold lead.
wine.
Okay.
Yeah, he has gold letter.
Well, let me ask you, do you got any rare vintages of your own? Say
Uh,
anything befitting the uniqueness of my wine. Maybe we can have a barter.
and he looks at you and says, I'm a very simple inn. I only have purple grape mash and red dragon crush wine. Nothing more, nothing.
Well, then that in case, what about how does 5 gold pieces sound to you?
He looks and grabs your hand in a sturdy shake. Deal. And so he hands you the bottle over for you to pour the wine. And then as you're pouring,
Sure.
he goes behind his keep or his bar and takes out the money and go ahead and add it to your inventory.
Wheeling and dealing, motherfuckers. Adding 5 gold.
I sit at the chair at the end, just hold a finger up and say like, a red dragon, please, and then like wink at the bartender.
Yeah. And so as he corks or as he gets I'm assuming you're done. Yeah, he gets his bottle back.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, great, good. I can sell this for 100 gold." And he puts it back, and he puts it in the back
Played.
of the bar, and it looks like in a safe place. And he goes up to Zinzori and gives you, "What would you like, ma'am?"
Your red dragon would just be wonderful. This town just seems so interesting and lively in here. Can you tell me more about this place?
Sure. And he grabs a glass, he puts it in front of you. He pours the liquid, and as he's pouring, you notice that it's very bubbly. And right as he finishes the pour, you see a little flame just light, and then
A little what?
flame.
Flame.
It's a little fire, like a little flame, lights up at the top of the glass where he finishes his pour, and then it goes away. And he looks at you and says, one silver piece, please."
And then I'm gonna do like prestidigitation, do a little fire trick back, and then pull the silver out of my hand and hand it to him. That's
And
all.
he looks at you like, "Oh, neat trick, ma'am." And
Thank
he
you.
grabs your coin and puts it away in his pocket. And he leans over and says, "Well, what's your name?"
You can call me Z. What's your name?
He looks and says, "Nice to meet you, Z. My name's Erwin
Mhm.
Mardikoff. It's a pleasure to meet you and a pleasure doing business with you. What would you like to know?"
Well, how long have you owned this establishment for?
A very, very long time. I'm the first inn to open in this town, and I've made a good community out of
Oh, how interesting. And sorry, I'm like hearing bleed. Oh, that's very interesting. So anyways, so you must have seen this town grow and develop, being the oldest inn.
it. Yes. I've seen this town grow. It hasn't grown much ever since Strahd has taken up, but we are a strong folk here.
How long ago did that awful, awful person take over?
Um, it's been more than my generation. It's been a while.
Hmm.
From what I can gather of the story, when he did take it over, it was a good.
I just noticed that, in comparison to the previous town I traveled to get here, you guys just seem like you have it a little bit more together. Is there some sort of secret or strength to you that pulls you through these hard times?
The church. It is our haven. Through the church, the town can take break and be protected, even though it might be for a little while. It's enough to keep our spirits up.
Hmm.
Other towns don't have that.
Other towns, yes. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All right. So I sit next to Zinzori, and we just whispered to her like, if he only knew. And I sit down on the chair. All right, I'll have the purple mash,
Number 3.
please. Yeah.
And yeah, he looks at you and says, "That's going to be 3 copper." And he goes back, grabs a stein, pours in, the drink, and it's purple. It comes in like it's very bright purple. As it goes in, you notice that it smells like very fruity grape. And he puts it in front of you and says, 3 copper, please."
Sure. Let me just check in my pockets, and what I notice is that several people here are drinking both drinks at the same time. Should I be ordering both, or is there a specific reason why the locals like this?
Well, to be honest, we don't have very many wine growers and beer growers. We get our wineries, our alcohol from, and he points at the barrels behind him. And
Okay.
what you can see is a marking, and it says Wizards of Wine Winery. And it says, but it gets the job done, if you know what I mean. And can I have the 3 copper piece, please?
Of course. Yeah, the 3 copper.
Okay, and he takes, and he's like, are you, ladies and gents, are you hungry or have you eaten? We do offer a variety of soups, bread, and steak.
Steak sounds good. What do you
Um,
source your protein from?
it's a wolf steak, actually. It's 1 gold piece. And how would you like it cooked? If
I'll raise my hand. I'll hand over a gold piece, and I'll say medium rare.
I like you. I like you. Your name?
Oakham.
Welcome, welcome. My name's Erwin. I'll have that order right up. And
Make that 2. Here's my coin.
I'll sit down too.
okay.
3 actually.
And who are you, lad?
I'm with them. My name's Mordecai.
Welcome, Mordecai. You would like a steak. How would you like it done?
Blue.
Blue?
Blue?
Blue. Yeah.
I'm not aware of what blue
Yeah,
steak
like a
is.
couple seconds on each side. Yeah.
Okay. So you like it bloody.
Yeah.
Got it. So yeah. So he gets it. Are you gonna say something, Zori?
Oh,
I'm
not
gonna
yet.
Okay. So
I'm gonna
go ahead.
jump in.
Okay.
But like, it sounds like we're all pretty hungry. So let me order a steak for Zinzari. And Oakham, did you order?
I got a steak,
Oh,
but
you
you know
ordered.
what?
Tekken,
The-
did you order?
Yeah.
All right, I'll get myself a steak too, and I'll buy one for Zinzari.
Thank you.
Barman, do you have just water? Just straight up water?
We do.
Where's it from? If you don't mind asking.
There's a well in town that we get the water from.
I intently look at Vog to
Of
see his
course,
reaction.
Of course. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Yeah.
I'm like with my drink.
Oh shit.
Of course.
And he looks at Ty like, is there something I'm missing here? Is there it feels like there's something like a joke or a story. Is there something?
Yeah. It's a
My friend Malachi, right?
Mordecai.
Mordecai. Excuse me. It's the red dragon shit. He loves well water. Like of all the flavors of water, it's his absolute favorite.
And as you say that, you burp, and when you burp, a little flame comes out of your mouth.
Fucking Vog be like in the player chat right now.
All right. Any other food?
Nice.
Any other? You guys? So we got steak.
Can I just real quick perception my steak and make sure it doesn't look like
It hasn't been.
sketch?
It hasn't been made. He's taking orders right now.
Okay, I want mine super well done, by the way, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll order one of those red dragons when
Okay.
you get a chance.
So yeah, so he comes up and gives you the wine glass, pours in. You see the flame come out of it as he finishes the pour, and then it goes away. And he's like,
How much is the wine? Something silver.
Yeah, it's 3. Or the wine's 1 silver piece.
So awesome. Thank
And
you.
then I'll also order that dragon wine, and then I'll ask, and then can I have a little bit of well water to drown out the spark of the fire?
Oh, the spark goes away, but I will give you. And same thing. He pours it out, gives you an actual glass of water, and says 1 silver piece.
I like prestidigitation and like put another sparking Calvin's drink just to kind of irritate him. Or sorry, Ty's drink.
Erwin looks and he's like, "That's not supposed to happen. I think that's a trick of your buddy." And he goes back. He goes to the back and he starts heading toward the back. He's like, "Any other orders, or I can have those cooked right away."
And we're good. We're hungry.
Okay.
Fare thee
food.
well, Pilgrim.
So yeah, he goes back into the back of the kitchen. You start hearing like pots and pans start going off. You hear fire, and you start to smell. You see a little bit of a smoke coming out of the back, and you start to smell like the meat being cooked. And yeah, he looks like he's by the sound of it, it looks pretty aggressive. He's a very intentional cook from what you guys can hear. And then he comes out and he starts giving you guys your steaks. And they're in front of you. They're nice and cooked, just the way you guys want it. And he asked, and then he goes up to you guys and says, "Well, enjoy. Have a good feed."
I'm a perception my
I
steak.
dig in. I just dig in. Come on.
Okay.
We don't have good beef or any kind of meat in the hills where I'm from.
Ah, these wolves were freshly
Oh shit!
were
Wow,
freshly
the
hunted.
steak looks so good. I can't even wait. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he's yeah, they're freshly hunted right out of town. I don't know if you guys seen the wolf head. That's where we get and
I
Woodlands?
would have had some
the
wolf
wood
meat, but the
wolf
last
heads.
wolf I encountered, I exploded into pieces. There wasn't enough meat to salvage.
Ah, what a shame! What a shame! And yeah, I'm assuming you guys are eating them. You guys are good, or Ryan? What?
I'm also gonna make a perception check for my
Okay.
food.
So Zenzori,
I rolled a 3, so I am just gonna start eating my steak. I don't
yeah,
even
yeah,
need
you
to.
see it. You see that it's well done, and you eat it.
Mm,
And Vog or Malachi, Mordecai.
Mordecai.
15.
How'd you order your steak?
Bloody.
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
So you see, as you cut into it, you just see all the blood spill out of it, and it looks yummy. I guess if you like it bloody, it looks delicious.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So as you guys all eat the steak, you all get inspirations. So in your in
Yay!
your character sheet, there's a inspiration box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and click it.
Da-da-da-da.
Cool. The steak was gold, right? 1 gold.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2 gold.
What does
Thanks for the
inspiration do?
steak. I owe you, bro.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Um,
barman.
Yeah.
A lot of people where I'm from really fuck up when I order this type of steak. You did fucking pretty well, mate. I toss him another gold.
And he catches it and looks at you. Thank you. I thank you. I pride myself in my cook. And puts the
So you are?
piece away and starts. He goes back to his back kitchen and starts tidying things up. And you just hear again. You hear the pots and pans moving around, but you hear water, and you just can hear that he's cleaning up. And you guys are currently just enjoying your steaks. What do you guys want to do? It's just you guys can role play right now, or
Oh, I
Man,
asked the barkeep, because I have fur from Wolf
mm-hmm.
that one time. I asked him, is there any place I can sell this?
And he goes 1 minute, and he's still cleaning the dishes.
Yep.
And yeah, you guys can right now. Yeah,
well,
he's busy right now.
yeah, well, this steak was delicious. Honestly, I kind of wish that we had harvested some of the meat from the wolves no, from a few days ago. But given the way we killed them, more than likely it was going to be ground beef, not necessarily steaks.
Never mind, I guess. Never mind. I take a drink of my well water. Never mind.
I look at him as he's drinking his well water.
What? It's just fucking water. You know?
How's that well water?
Fucking delicious. Bleh. You expect me to like puke up a clump of hair or something? What?
I see your hair's a little floaty.
What?
Extra
Then
floaty today.
not right now. It's not what I'm doing. Shut the fuck up.
I
is there
drink
anyone else
my well water.
interesting
Yeah.
in this
So
bar?
yeah.
Does
So
anyone, look distinguished or
sure,
wealthy
sure.
or?
I was waiting for the conversation time. So yeah. So as you guys are finishing up your steak, the barkeep comes out, Orwin, and says "Did you guys enjoy that?"
Delicious.
Compliments to the
Amazing.
chef.
Sir.
And he's like, "Oh, great!" And he picks up your plates, picks up your drinks, and says, you're gonna want to thank those two guys." And you see two guys in the corner. They look like they've been through some shit. They have a bunch of scars and stuff, but he says that they hunted your wolf, your steak wolf, or your steak. And he grabs your plates and goes into the back, and starts to wash it. And give me a second, quick. And
I'm not a fan of D4s being rolled.
so yeah, let me spec. So you see seven. So like when you're looking, and you see seven like what you think are local like patrons, and then you also see 10 what you would assume are from Vallaki because they have a certain color to them. They're all wearing like an orange cloth kind of clothing,
So
and it and
seven. That's the locals.
yeah, the seven locals are they don't have like they're just normal clothes. Let's put it that way. They
Okay,
have
you
like
just
normal clothes.
confused. You said
Yeah,
Vallaki.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
in Vallaki,
Yeah, I
right?
know. And then you have 10 of them. They're both locals. Yeah, 10 of them, but those 10 have like an orange tint. They all have like an orange tint of clothing somewhere, whether it's a scarf, a shirt, or like a jacket. You just
Okay.
notice that they're different.
Okay, so you said that there were two. He said that you will take two folks. Are they the ones sitting here?
Uh,
Where are they sitting, and what are
Sure,
they wearing?
sure. So they are where? Okay, so you see the pair of hunters here.
Okay.
And then around on this table, you see that there are the commoners or the people that have just regular clothes. And then you notice that here, the 10 people are here and here. And these guys are wearing like an orange tint to their clothing.
Can I want to. I don't know if this is perception, but I'm the drinks between the red dragon and the grape. Is there a pattern that overlays with the clothing? Like, are all like
Yes.
7 people kind of drinking the same drink, and the 10 people are drinking the other drink?
Yes. So you notice that the ones in orange are all drinking the red dragon wine, and you
It's
notice
more
the
expensive.
the common looking or the people that don't have that orange are drinking the grape mash number three.
All right, tell me what kind of check this is, but I want to basically say like stealth, sight, nature. I don't know if it's perception or investigation, but basically I want to look and go. Looks like a class system.
Oh, it
I'm
definitely is.
I'm deducing. I don't know if I need to check for this, but I'm basically deducing the red wine was more expensive
You don't
by
need
a
to do a check.
significant
Yeah,
margin.
this is your thought. So yeah, no,
Yeah, so
yeah, you
the
do.
red wine was more expensive, and color tends to be of more importance. So I'm sensing a class system
The red wine
in
was
this
3
path.
copper. The
No, the red wine
No,
was
the red
one
one was 3
silver,
silver. The other
and
one was 3 copper, which
yeah,
is
the
like
oh.
is a difference.
Oh, the grape one was 3 copper, right?
yep.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, now I'm
Yeah.
not feeling so bad about selling that wine. That guy was
Mhm.
an idiot. He can't sell in a bar that only drinks 2 things. He'll never sell that shit for 100 gold. I realized to myself, can't bring in a third party into a 2-party system.
Okay. The guys that
Well,
the
I'm drinking
hunters,
the
are
red
they
one.
commoners?
So I'm drinking the red one. So I'm gonna walk up to the people in the orange because I think I should immediately fit in with them. I suggest anyone with your grape drinks go talk to the commoners. As I take a swig and head over to the table, one of the tables with the orange folk.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine. And then what else is everybody else doing?
Okay. Question for you: the hunters, are they what are they wearing? Are they wearing commoners, or are they
Okay,
drinking
so
the expensive drink?
sure, they are drinking the the grape mash.
Okay, cool. So they're commoners. All right. So I'm gonna go start walking in. I'm gonna go talk to the hunters, but I'll let Welcome go first.
And then Zinzori, I just want to know what you guys are all doing. Tekken's going to the hunters. Oakum's going toward the what he sees as nobles, and Zinzori, Tai, and Fog or Malachi. What are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna chill? Or you guys?
I think I'm gonna.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna go with Oakum, and I'm gonna. Should I?
We're both drinking the red thing, right?
Yeah, I drink. Yeah, I definitely drink the fire breath, the dragon drink.
I'm gonna sit in this table earshot between both.
I'm gonna hit up some.
Tekken and
I'm
Oakum.
gonna hit up some commoners.
Sure.
See what's what. Yeah.
And Ty, what do where are you going? These are the commoners. These
Just
are the.
sitting in the
I guess you're
middle,
sitting at the table.
earshot between the two
Oh, okay,
groups,
gotcha. That's fine.
I'm a man of
just
the
so I
people.
can listen in.
And then Bob, can you mind moving where you're gonna go? Again, these are the commoners here.
Oh, shoot.
If you need me to do it, I can do it.
Yeah. Oh,
There you go.
here. Yeah. Sure. Why am I big now?
That's not. Someone put that on there. Ah, there you go. Peasants.
So
Sure.
I'm gonna. Before I go up to the table, I'm gonna press digitation. It says I can make a color, small marker symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour. And I can make a non-magical trinket.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make like an orange bracelet before I walk up to this table.
Okay.
That's it.
Is anybody else gonna do anything else?
No, just gotta wait for Welcome.
So I guess if that's everyone's responses, then I will continue my action of I'm gonna walk up. Is there like a passive charisma? Can I just like body language this? Basically, I want to like kind of wink and a nod and a tip of my glass with my red stuff in it. Greet myself. Greet. What's the word? Introduce myself.
You want to introduce? Yeah, sure. I think you're fine. Just going
Hello
in,
there, then.
and the whole
Is
group.
everyone enjoying the superior choice in this establishment?
Everybody in the group looks at you and says like, "Welcome. Who are you?"
Just a fellow connoisseur. I'm a big wine drinker myself. I noticed we all had similar tastes, and I can tell this is definitely the better vintage. Better than that grape mash
And
nastiness.
they all laugh and kind of giggle under their voices. And you're an out of towner, it seems, but you have great taste. Come sit. And you notice that it's one of the nobles in particular is talking to you like this. And he signals to sit next to you, an empty chair next to you. And is this your friend?
Why, yes.
Hello there.
Hello, ma'am.
We've
So
been
nice.
traveling your country for a couple weeks now.
And he looks at you in a kind of in a judgy way.
Me?
No, at Oakham, and he says, "Where are your manners?" And then he looks at Zinzori and stands up and goes up to her, grabs her hand and sits her down, pulls her her chair out
Ah,
and
it
signals.
is so hard to find good gentlemen these days. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And he goes back and sits down at the table. He signals Oakham to go ahead and sit down.
All right.
I'm just gonna sit with some like greater posture and like also like daintily place my hands on the table. You know, all
Yes.
fucking noble like.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Can I
And
just do a performance check just to like get my manners together?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, still always good. All right. So basically, I may not be of the fancy life, but like I am gonna use my performance check to basically like mirror their mannerisms. I want to be one of the brotherhood.
Got it. And
So as I see
so
his reaction, I'm reading it, and I am going to immediately change my posture to match his.
sure. And he notices like, you must have traveled. You seem a little tired out. I understand. And he allows you to again sit down right next to
I
him.
do.
And as you sit down, another fellow comes walking through the door, and he looks not like everybody else. He's a half elf, and you notice that he has a lute as well. And but this guy that walks in is he is color like his dress is colorful. It's like reds, pinks, like super flamboyant. And he walks in, he looks around, and signals the barkeep and gives him like a signal in the air. And the barkeep looks at him, Erwin, and nods. And he sits next to Ty and goes up to him and says, hello there, sir. Mind if I sit?"
Please have a seat.
And as he sits, Erwin comes up and asks and shows him the dragon wine, gives it to him. But you notice that he has two of them in his hand and gives both to him. He goes, "Are you new in town?"
Yes, just a traveler looking at different lands.
And he pulls out his little lute, starts like, just messing with it, starts strumming some chords here and there, and he's like, "Do you like to drink and sing?"
Not much of a singing type.
Well, maybe this will loosen you up. And he hands you the dragon wine and says, "Have a drink. We'll cheers to living life in Vallaki." And he motions as a cheering motion for you to tap his glass.
Can I do a check on the drink to see if it's spiked?
Yeah, you can do an investigation.
Investigado. Oof. 7.
Yeah, you don't know. You notice it looks like the same drink you drink at a bar.
I say, well, bottoms up.
He's like, good man. And you guys both a swig and take a swig.
Mhm.
And, as you guys are drinking and he's messing with flute, Tekken walks up to the two hunters and asks, or what do you want to do, Tekken?
Good evening, gentlemen. Yeah, Erwin, the barkeep tells me that you are responsible for bringing this delicious wolf meat into town. I just came to say thank you for the hard work. It was the combination of your hard work and Erwin's magic in the kitchen made for a really delicious dinner.
A chef's kiss, am I right? Says one of them. When you go up to them, one of them has a bow, and the other guy has an axe. And the one with the bow is bald-headed. He has a long beard. He has a thick jacket, and you notice that the top of the jacket is like wolf fur. And the other guy has long hair, no beard, and also has wolf hair, but his his jacket's a little leaner, and it's made out of a leather. But it's just a leather jacket. He does have also a big 3 scars that go right across his face. And he's like, yeah, those the guy with the scars says, yeah, they're tough bastards, but they're mighty tasty. The tougher, the tastier, if you know.
I do. I've seen. I see they have some bottles, cars there. Do you go out hunting for these creatures, or do they come to you and you take care of them?
Yeah, and so the other guy, the bald-headed guy, goes, ugh, and the long-haired guy goes, ah, we have many stories. We love the thrill of the hunt. Would you like to listen to our stories and have a seat? By the
Of
way,
course.
my
Let me.
name is Carl, and yours?
My name is Mr. T.
Mr. T. Well, this is my brother Nikolai, and Nikolai, like bald-headed guy, looks at you. He just grunts, but he's grunting he's grunting in an acknowledgement. Goes back to drinking his grape mash, and his brother Carl goes, have a seat, please, have a seat. We'll talk to you about we'll tell you some of our greatest stories.
Great, thank you. Let me grab one.
So as you sit down, Bog, you
Hmm.
notice that the barkeep Erwin comes over and comes up to you and says, "Not sitting with your friends."
No, I thought I'd get to know the locals.
Ah, man of the people, very noble, very noble. Not too many people are like. Do you mind if I join you?
By all means, go for it.
So he has a big grin. He goes over. He's like, "Give me a second." He goes over, and you notice he gets a big pitcher of the grape juice and comes over to you. He has two steins, and he places one next to you and one next to him, and he sits down next to you and starts pouring. He starts pouring the drink and says, and looks at you and says, "So what's your story, sir?"
Well, I'm with this group, yes, but I'm something of a wanderer, a drifter, you know. But I also fancy myself a storyteller,
Oh,
and
really?
this whole bloody countryside is filled with stories of woe, but of also of joy deep down in there. And I'd love to know the story of, well, you, this town, the bar, that fucker who lives up in the castle.
Ah, Strahd, and he grabs his stein and says, "Let's cheer for that bastard to die," and looks to you and is waiting for you to cheer him.
Here, here. I cheer him.
Okay, and then he drinks his drink, and I'm assuming you're gonna be drinking your drink.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay. Yeah.
so you guys both pound down. He's like, "Yeah, that bastard. He's made this whole land crazy with his power and his madness, never letting people see the light of day or feel the happiness and warmth of another human." But enough about Strahd. What about you? Tell me a little bit about you. How'd you get into the land of Barovia?
Just part of my wonders. I guess the wind took me here, perhaps.
Have you met the Vistrani?
I've had a run-in with them.
Yeah.
Rather dour folks, aren't they?
Yeah, they tend to bring new people in for Strahd's amusement, but we can't really do anything about it since they are protected.
To tell you the truth, before I joined up with this group, I thought I would make a nice plaything for Strahd. I sure showed them. But
uh,
that's done and dusted, and the bodies are down the river. That's a
oh,
phrase
bodies.
where I'm from.
Do
That's
you
a
like
it's
do you like to kill?
well, only to defend myself, you know.
Oh, really? And he's studying you really closely, and he
I'll
says,
do a deception check if you want.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's studying you. He's like, well, and then he grabs the pitcher and starts to pour more, grape mash over you, and he pours some on, on his own stein. It's like, yeah, it seems that there's a lot of people that need to be taken out of this earth, and seems like you're the chap to do it. So only in defense, is that right?
I try.
So as you guys are talking, it goes back to Zenzori and Oakham, and the nobles look at you guys and wonder, and look at specifically in Zenzori. Look, I see you have a little bit of orange to your dress. Where'd you find that piece of fine jewelry?
I just think orange is such a beautiful color. Where did you find your beautiful orange?
Oh, we have a tailor in town. He makes very beautiful clothes, very colorful, as you say. We pay good
Oh, I
money for
must
it.
meet this tailor. What's his name?
Oh, you're not that close.
Ah, of
Yeah.
course. Excuse my manners.
Yeah, but maybe in time we'll let meet. But you do have good taste. And Oakham, I noticed you have a lute. Do you mind playing a song?
Certainly. Oh, I thought you'd never.
And so he looks at you and says, "Go ahead and roll a performance check." But he describes the music. He's like, "I'd like something very smooth and classical that has soul behind the note."
Bro, you're gonna get destroyed by performance check.
Nice.
Something less. Is that like a subtle hint just to play the same song again?
Yeah, you can. You can play whatever. I'm just saying that, like, since they're nobles, they like classical.
Sing whatever. All right, y'all want a ditty? I've got it.
Come guess me this riddle, pipe fiddle, what's hotter than cream? What best wets your whistle, clearer than crystal, sweeter than honey and stronger than steam?
Nice. You do have sounds for everything. What the fuck? He's like, oh, very nice, very nice.
It's a riddle, boys. Can you tell?
Oh, wow. Can you play that again?
You need an extra. Let's make a. How about a wager? Obviously, none of us here are. We're all good for it.
Oh, that's a little way. That sounds fun. Let's do it.
All right. If you can solve my riddle, I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
Oh, you weren't joking about the wager. Yeah, sure.
But
Mhm.
if you can't solve my riddle, I'm gonna tuck under. I'm gonna lean over and kind of like whisper to sorry.
We want to meet the tailor. We want to meet the tailor.
You'll introduce us. If you can't guess my riddle, then you introduce us to your tailor friend.
Very interesting. And he looks around the table and tries to get like a consensus. And you do see most of the people nod in consensus. And so, like, you're on.
This.
All right. I don't know if this is settled by the dice roller. If you actually are gonna try and guess this,
I'm gonna,
or if do you want another performance? How do you want to do this?
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Or do you actually want to like try and guess what it is?
No, I'm gonna dice roll this. So.
But I want to hear it again because I want to guess.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Play it.
I'll play a couple extra bars just
Yeah.
for
But
good measure.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll. And go ahead and roll your performance.
Oh, come on.
Shit.
Oh my goodness.
I can kill performance all day. Not today.
No,
Not today!
Dane. Inspiration. Re-roll that shit. I
What
want
was-
to meet the tailor.
Oh, true,
Yeah,
true,
that's
true,
true.
true.
Can I inspiration?
Yeah, you
I don't-
can.
Yeah, you can.
All right, I'm gonna check it.
Inspire.
I'm gonna do that
This is
again.
gonna be hard, man. So net 20.
Ugh. Oh my god. Oh
Yo.
my
Yay!
god.
Oh, one!
Let's go! Let's go!
A fucking one!
I think you can take the higher with inspiration though, no?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Oh
10
my
instead of
god.
8.
You rolled
Yeah,
a
you still
24
lost.
My
earlier
24 from 4 doesn't even
for
carry
fucking
over.
nothing. God damn it.
Yeah, that's why I say with luck, it runs out. You know?
And I like add on and be like, if I can guess it before you, you also lose?
So he looks at you and he's like, sorry, miss, this wager's among men.
Oh,
Wow.
To be fair, you're in my party. How do they know it's not a con?
it's true. I'm gonna just prestidigitation and make that guy's shoes slippery so when he stands up, it's like, ugh.
Okay.
That's it. Prestidigitation. He doesn't know because he's sitting.
So what are you how are you gonna make it slippery? Is what I'm
I can soil or clean something.
okay.
So I'm gonna like basically soil the bottom of his shoe so bad that he like slips when he stands up later.
Okay.
That's it.
That's fair. Okay. Go ahead and play your go ahead and play your song. I want to hear it. But then you got to tell me. You got to tell me the result.
Pipe and fiddle, what's hotter than mustard and milder than cream? What best wets your whistle? What's clearer than crystal, sweeter than honey and stronger than steam? What can make the dumb talk? What can make the lame walk? What's the elixir of life and philosopher's stone? And what helped Mr. Brunel to dig the Thames tunnel? Sure wasn't it whiskey from Alden and Sean?
So it's whiskey.
Correct.
And so yeah, he looks around and everybody around him starts just to slow clap. And he's like, thank you. And I'm gonna call really quick. I'm doing it's almost 11:30. Are we good to go? I just want to make sure we're cool, or if we're not, is everybody good?
How much is left of this bar encounter?
Well, there's quite a bit, so there's a lot going
I'm about
on.
to lose 50 gold.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take, to be honest, like 2 sessions.
For the bar?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ. I'm cool with stopping after Dane's encounter. Is that too early for everyone? I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I'm open for whatever.
I gotta work manana.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So we'll finish it. And so he grabs your 50 gold and he looks all giddy and
Womp womp.
and pockets that. And go ahead and minus that from your
Oh yeah.
sheet. And he's like, and then he goes over, grabs one gold piece, and flips it back to you. He's like, thanks for the
Was that the same guy that I soiled or someone else?
It's the same guy that you soiled. He's the one.
So when he grabbed the gold, did he fall?
Well, they're sitting next to each other.
Oh, okay, good.
And he looks at you and says, "Got any other songs or tricks?"
Yeah.
Oh,
How?
yes. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I was like, I guess I can move this forward. I was trying to think of a way to double or nothing.
You could say no. Perfectly fine too, unless you have something else.
I mean,
Nothing.
how would you feel about double or nothing?
Ooh, I love
But
the higher the stake.
all right.
He looks at you and says, "How about this?" Pulls out a
I'm
set
running low on
of.
gold.
He pulls out a set of dice. How about we roll head on? Would you like that? The highest number wins.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. All right.
Okay. So
I'm gonna. Can I gotta whisper to Zenzori on my mark. I'm gonna need
I can create.
I'm leaning in and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna need a distraction. Just wait for my signal or wait for the right moment. And then I'll turn back and I'm ready. All right, let's do it.
Okay. So then he looks around at the table, and everybody again is showing an agreement. Like, yeah, go for it. And he takes out two green dice.
Oh wait, we haven't discussed the terms.
Oh,
I'm all out of gold, but I've got.
oh, I assumed double or nothing. I assumed you had the money. What do you have of value? If it's
Anything is gold pieces value listed here? Cost gold.
You're out of gold.
Pretty close. I've
Oh.
got. All right. I've got this
Gambling
scimitar that I picked
Dude.
up worth a hearty 25 gold pieces, and my own loot worth a 35 gold on a good market.
okay.
Hold on. Am I
Whoa.
able to hear this?
You're too distracted with the.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going through my backpack. Hold on a second.
Oh, I'm too distracted.
Yeah, you're right now being busy with the. But you do notice it. You do.
So I'm
you
just
do
trying
see
to
it.
match the 50, right?
Yeah.
So we're putting another 50 on the doubling or nothing.
Go ahead, Cal. What do you want to do? Or Ty, what do you want to do?
Well, if I do over here, what I want to do is I want to go over and
I have a costume
and
jewelry worth 25 gold. So if he has a 25, I'll put
It's
that in.
okay. What we
Well,
got planned is not gonna fail.
I want to go. So I want to go to Oakham and because I have a deed to the house,
Oh, okay.
and I want to give it to him and say you can use this to wager, and then just give me a cut of the profits if you win, and if you lose, nothing to it.
D to what house?
I grabbed it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Cal.
Yeah.
Explain it.
Yeah, is that okay? Can I do
Yeah,
that?
yeah. You could explain your deed thing, and then yeah. You do notice it, so yeah, you can go up. That's fine.
Okay, so I go over to Oakham and I said, it sounds like you need a little bit of backing for your money troubles, and I have a deed that I picked up for a home. You can use it in your gambles if you're willing to give me half your cut on the win.
Sure. And I'm gonna throw him a wink.
Cool.
Yeah, and so you give him the deed, and you notice it says Death House, like on the top of it.
Did he have this whole time and we didn't know?
I knew.
Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I guess we weren't in that room, huh?
Yeah, we were like downstairs messing with the shaft
All right.
thing.
Well, Zenzori, I hope you're ready because we're gonna need your. we're gonna need yeah.
Oh,
All
well,
right.
with the bets on, I believe we just need a little show at this table, and I'm just gonna do just as a little warm up, little hints of sparks and stuff.
So what
Just
is
to-
this deed worth, by the way? How do we just establish that, or is it?
Well, you guys can establish it however you want. I'm just there as the.
You gotta sell it, man. You gotta sell it.
All right.
I'm giving you the tools to sell.
Forget the scimitar. It doesn't matter with the deed on the stack. But I'll do this. I still want to keep my own loot of a piece of valuable, just to really sell, like how.
I typed in sparks, but look at this GIF because it's like too appropriate right now. Sorry. Fucking A. Anyways, sorry, the sexist assholes.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Look at
Sorry. Wow.
He said distraction. I'm sorry.
That's your prestidigitation.
I mean, that
all right,
doesn't work.
So I've got my loot and the deed to the death house. Well, I'd say that's worth at least 100 gold plus to cover my original wager.
Dude, keep your loot. That's your loot, man.
Nah,
That's your loot.
we're not gonna. We never gamble on chance.
Okay. So
What?
this looks fun. In fact, sure, let's do it. And he gives you one of the green dice.
How do we do this? 2 d6s?
No, they're gonna be d20s.
Okay, just a single one.
Yep, a single one. You have one, and I have one. Go ahead and.
Can I give myself bardic
Yeah.
inspiration? Or is it literally just a die roll, a
It's-
physical die roll?
It's just a physical die roll.
All right, that's fine. I'll either win or I'll win.
Across the room to pick
There
up
you go.
later.
Lose my house.
All right, you go first. I did the performance. That makes it your turn.
Oh no.
Either you win
No,
or we
no.
stop him in an alley and beat the fuck out of him.
He looks at you. No. I am a gentleman. Please, guest, go first.
All right, let's do it.
The correct spark came out.
It's like I typed in Spark and I was like, how can I not click this right now?
50-50 chance, mate.
Oh my freaking gosh.
Ooh.
What?
Oh!
Wait,
Yes.
why does he get +5?
It's a 2 though. It's a 2
It's
though.
a 2.
You're good though. You won.
You made it either way.
He did, and he
Because they're
looked.
cheating noble son of a bitches.
The +5 is his privilege bonus.
Up clap.
So I'm gonna cut it there. It's 11:30, but yeah.
So that's a
And we
150
get to meet
gold,
the-
motherfucker.
And I cannot wait to go to this tailor. Because it was double or nothing, am I right?
Doesn't include
Yeah.
the original stakes, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I add 150 gold to my gold?
Yeah.
Oh, I take 50. I take half of it.
75.
Yeah. Well, isn't that technically 75?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, my original 50 and then half of the, yeah, I'm fine with that. Fine, I add 100 gold to my shit. I should do one business. And we'll see your tailor.
All right. I'm gonna cut it there. But
I was totally gonna cheat if we lost.
What were you gonna do? I'm just curious.
So I was gonna have her like throw a wink at her, and
Uh-huh.
before your results even came up,
Uh-huh.
like if I had a low number or something, before your results came up, I was gonna have her do a distraction. We would check the result, and if you were gonna win, I was gonna sleight of hand and minor illusion a different dice
Nice.
in play.
See,
Nice.
I can also, for prestidigitation, I can put a symbol, a number, an image on anything. So
That
I was
would
gonna,
have been amazing.
I was planning on doing it anyways.
I was thinking with
We needed a
can't you just
distraction.
like make the dice roll another turn, like from a 20 to like a 2? or some
Um,
shit?
I can't move things with it. Well, I
But
can't
you
do
could
a
change
puff
all
of
the
wind.
faces to be.
It's really, it would be uncontrolled with the puff of wind, but I do have the mage hand. But is the mage hand visible?
It is.
Now I gotta look at
Yeah,
that.
it's
It is,
visible.
right? Because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It is.
So I would have been like,
'Cause
yeah,
that-
try doing that split second, like, yeah, a minor illusion makes the sound. I was gonna do something.
Yeah.
I'm not about to fucking lose all that shit. We're gonna
and-
cheat. And now if we lose the rolls on those cheats, then fuck it. But
Yeah. So yeah, as you notice that +5, they gave you loaded dice. So that's why
Oh.
that's why that +5 was there.
This whole table's ready to cheat.
seeing-
I would have fucked him up. That's where the +5 came in.
Yeah.
absolutely. I knew they
Oh
were
my
fucking
God.
cheaters.
Yeah. All right, guys, that was good.
I was
Oh,
thinking, yeah, we're gonna beat the fuck out of him. Let's do it.
I mean, yeah, there's always plan C, right?
Take him
them out
around back and just
Throw him down a well.
Kill him.
throw him down a well.
We don't fuck around with 150 gold, man. Show us to your tailor.
I love that James Bond gift because that's literally what was happening. It's like, oh yes.
It is.
Oh, that was so good. Sorry, go ahead. Oh,
Oh, so when should I meet your tailor friend? I just can't wait to get a beautiful dress.
and he looks flustered and kind of frustrated. And would you like to bet, Miss?
To bet?
Yeah, would you like to do a wager?
If it's a wager for a dress versus a scarf from the tailor?
We can see if we can make that happen.
Okay. What are your terms? What's happening right now?
What's happening is we're gonna pause because I'm getting tired. But yeah, I think it's 11:30, and I know you have work, and you're gonna tomorrow. You're gonna be all like, so I'm just gonna cut it. But we will wager.
Everyone's in a
Could be.
gambling mood.
Yeah, I know.
In the meantime, there's these kids and all these people at the church just waiting for us to save the world.
Right?
You know what? Weapons
To mention
and
a girl
supplies
that's
cost
been
money, bro. This is economics.
And
probably
We're
like
fucking
a
running UNICEF.
knives and hit
probably,
properties.
probably some girl in a cage starving somewhere too. We're supposed to fucking find. I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
That was good. That was fun. I know there's a lot of role playing in this, but I mean that's how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed
Hey
that.
man, I think we
know?
handled
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Until those horrible dice rolls started coming out.
I know.
I was
Thank
like,
God it
inspiration still sucked.
double or nothing fucking
I need
saved us.
another steak.
Oh, that was
That's
good
my
though.
favorite part of D&D is the role playing. That's why I'm here.
I know. I know. All right, guys. But yeah, I think I'm gonna peace out.